Hello, everybody of the internet. Welcome once again to the Neoncaster. I am the Neoncaster, Nathan Blades. It's a pleasure to meet you. With me this evening, we have the one and only Paolo. Say hi, Paolo.
Hi, Paolo.
Somebody's done that joke already. You're going to have to come up with a new joke. Somebody's beat you to that one. It's all good.
It's good. It's all good.
It's all good. It's all good. It was Paolo's birthday yesterday, so happy birthday, Paolo.
Oh, shucks. Thank you.
No, absolutely. The people have to know. I hope you had a good birthday celebration. I'm garbage at celebrating, like, my own birthday. I'm like, cool, no one speak to me.
Well, my partner made me celebrate it this year, so much celebration was had, and if I sound hungover, it's because I am.
Fair. Very fair. With this evening, we are having yet another episode of the Cyberpunk Book Club, realizing that I am neither good or fast at beating games. I now decide that the best way for me to do a little bit of internet TV. There we go. That's how you phrase streaming. Streaming is internet TV. The best way for me to do Twitch streaming is, instead of playing a game well, is to play a game and discuss it like it is a piece of media criticism. And because I love Cyberpunk as a genre so much, and there are a ton of games that explore that genre, we're playing lots of different ones and talking about their strengths, their weaknesses, what ideas you can kind of take away from them, their perspective of a dystopian future. And this time around, we are playing Mike Bithell's Subsurface Circular, which is a bit of a mouthful to play. I've only played the one Mike Bithell game in the past. Thomas Was Alone. It was an indie puzzle platformer, a genre that I normally don't like, but it was very, very cute and very well narrated. Where you are a cute rectangle who solves jumping puzzles and teams up with other cute rectangles to save the day. It was, like, genuinely heartwarming. Have you played any other Mike Bithell games? I forget.
No, I haven't. I keep wanting to, and like I was saying to you earlier, I do follow Mike on Twitter, and he just seems like such a good games maker and all-around person that I'm like, oh, I really should, but as is life, I never really have. So
I mean,
this is my chance.
This is why I have this stream. It's to make me play video games I've been dying to play for ages. My Steam list is so long. So
Good
long.
excuse.
Yeah, absolutely. So, to kind of kick things off before we go into the game footage proper, I'm going to talk a little bit about the kind of game itself and the themes that we expect. So, the blurb that it gives itself on Switch, because it's a Switch exclusive video game, I think. A detective stationed on the Subsurface Circular investigates a series of disappearances among the city's robotic working class. Collect words and phrases, then use them in dialogue puzzles to uncover the world's secrets and determine its future. So, that feels weighty, momentous.
It sounds very cool.
I love a game where there's, like, keywords that you can unlock to get stuff. I've always found that really cool and quite hard to program. Having made a couple of visual novels in the past, that kind of specific thing feels like outside of my wheelhouse. So I'm interested to see how it does that.
I can't even imagine how difficult that must be.
It's a lot of plates to spin. Anyway, so the ideas to take away and what is Cyberpunk to this game are what we're going to discuss after we play the game for a couple hours. Apparently this is a game that's beatable in one sitting. I haven't looked up how long. We'll see. We'll see. It might be like 30 minutes.
College try.
If it's like a 30-minute game, this will be a very short stream, but it's fine. So what kind of themes do you expect this game to run into, Paolo?
Oh god, sad robots. Gotta be sad robots. There's of course the classic what it means to be human. Yeah, I think clues in the blurb that there's going to be a lot of working class themes in there, which is always good to have with robots as well. We're hitting all the classics here.
Actually, I wonder how like Cyberpunk as a genre deals with class pretty frequently, because there's the high tech, low life perspective of that.
Yeah.
But usually when kind of talking about robots, especially considering, you know, last time we had the stream, we were on Detroit Become Human, and that wasn't really a class thing so much as a poorly handled race thing ish. So it's kind of interesting to see what, like, robotic oppression metaphor this does instead. Class seems like one that's way less problematic to handle.
Well, one of the reasons I'm really interested in this one is because I don't think you ever really see the working class in such a kaleidoscope or kind of melting pot as you do on public transport.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really looking forward to that angle on this theme, because when you read novels about cyberpunk or stuff to do with like class differences, or like androids stream for electric sheep and things like that, it's not, there's not a lot, well, not that I've read androids, but there doesn't seem to be a lot of minutiae. And that's in my experience of media and popular culture, that can be a great place for those themes to thrive.
Looking at the mundane for interesting stories rather than the kind of like a hyper, like there's the kind of stories that deal with the lives of the elite or going around running and gunning and stuff, but then there's kind of like daily life minutiae stuff that could have its own stories. I get what you mean.
Yeah, I mean, not only that, but the fact that like public transport is so integral to working class life and big city life and things like that. So like it gets to be like, yes, that it is like small, but at the same time so very integral in this weird way, can like contrast with the themes. So
yeah. As
that's sparking my brain.
As a metropolitan boy, I don't drive. I definitely use public transport for everything, which because that is more environmentally sound, I feel less bad about it. But yes, the times where I was kind of, in gigs that were not especially high paying, public transport was my lifeblood. The 24-hour bus system is surprisingly important to many people. So yeah.
Not so much in Manchester, but in a lot of other areas of the country, be like part of that lifestyle as well in a more vibrant way. Maybe not in this game, but there's a lot more vibrance on the public transport in London, for better or for worse. And,
I wonder if we're going to get any buskers. I mean, it's a train system, of course there must be. I wonder what that would be like. I guess then also the fact that we're investigating means that there's like a mystery to solve. I wonder whether it's going to like lean on the kind of classic adoption of film noir, because cyberpunk as a genre is partially born out of film noir, his aesthetics, the kind of like the city at night is a piece of scenery very oft shared between the two genres. So I wonder if this is going to be kind of like noir, or maybe it's a more kind of like modern CSI kind of like investigation, like a very more.
I'm inclined to think noir. I think you could very easily write noir down as a theme we expect. But I'm really excited to play this now that I've seen it, because I hadn't read the blurb before. I knew it was like conversations with robots on a train, and that had me there. I didn't know people were disappearing. Like, I was like, ooh. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh yes.
Right. Okay. That is the themes that we expect. I think it's time to go play some video games, don't you? Let's go play some MFing video games. Unfortunately, the way that I am streaming, screen sharing with you, Paolo, you don't get game audio. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But because this game I don't believe is voice acted, it means that we get to do the voices, so that's the best part.
That's okay. Does the audience get
oh yeah, the audience gets the audio. It would be a problem if the audience didn't get the audio at all.
Well, so you'll have to tell me if they're getting voice acted and what their voices sound like then.
Ooh, adult themes. Okay.
Ooh. Because if they don't have voices, you best believe I'm going to try my best at robot voices.
I mean, I would probably. Well, I don't. If you can sustain that, we'll do it.
Oh dear, I seem to have lost my bus pass. I'll work on it.
We'll get there. Oh, that's quite a bit of loading. I was not expecting the loading is going to be this long. Oh, there we go.
Me.
Oh,
look at that boy.
It wiggles with my Joy-Con controller. Okay, cool.
Look at that wiggle boy.
Seconds, right. Music volume, scroll speed, reading speed. Ah, okay. Interesting. So there's no voice acting, judging by this, but it might auto scroll the text. So we'll see. If it ends up being miserable, I can probably go and change that.
Okay.
Controls, navigate, minus for map, plus of course. Ops like that. So that all seems pretty sensible. I am a very featureless robot. No faces here. I guess this is the kind of robotics you don't need one.
A lack of face.
Because robots designed for humans have faces, because you need to be able to see how they feel or where they're looking or things like that. But I guess when you just have a bunch of optic sensors, you don't need a face. Interesting.
Yeah, there we go. Straight away, there's a metaphor for how little people care about the working class.
For real though, we do not develop.
That's a cool feature to have though, unlocked after first playthrough.
Oh, that is the one there. Turn it down.
That's good that I could hear it.
Let me know if it's now no longer visible through my mic. Because I'd like to be able to play the game. Oh, it wiggles even in cutscenes. Okay.
Don't do that. No.
Dance. Oh, there it goes. I don't know, a bit more gritty is a tired word, but I think probably appropriate for very industrial looking robots.
Gritty in the sense that it's like the muted colours of the 80s rather than something that futuristic. Pyrex, it's more Pyrex there.
Yeah.
Oh, you're first person. Oh, we're doing this. Okay.
Yeah.
You're the player, so you should be the player character. I'll be the
Okay.
the ones.
Will do.
Hello.
Hi.
Are you a detective? High level?
A busy one, yes.
I'm sure you are, but please, hear me out. I've not seen one of you since just after I was released. I'm a mind, basic really. But I need your help. I need a tech like you. Oh, mid.
Yeah.
Already messed up.
Does a mid pick up on social cues? They went to, oh, no, that's rude. Shit. Mids are pretty clever. I'm sure you don't need my help. Your indicator says fabricator.
The next
Why did
station
management put
is
that much smart
Gateway.
manufacturing?
Change here for outdoor.
I'm an overseer. It means I have to tour management around human-tech relations. Provide at least a mid. This is going to pass for me. At least a mid. Sent structuring full vocal in. People like to talk to a tech who knows when to laugh at a joke.
But doesn't have a face.
You've kind of got the eyes and mouth set up.
Yeah, a little bit. Go on then. Tell me a joke a human told you.
Oh, it's gotta be that one. What's the difference between a tech and a spider?
Go on.
Oh, some people like spiders. I think I have a case for you. What does a high-level detective get us? What's happening?
Is it too fast? How do
It's
I?
a little fast.
Let's see if I can I exit?
I don't have to voice act the whole thing, though.
Well, I'll see if there's an opportunity for me to kind of get into the settings, and change the scroll speed a bit.
I'm sure that would get you useful.
Because you can make it slower, so we can do that. I don't know what save and quit will do in terms of... Actually, let's just do it. We're at the start of it. I can fast forward through the process. If this is the only way to get to the options screen, then we'll do it this way. What can I say? I am accommodating.
Ride or die.
Settings. Scroll speed. Reading speed. Slower. Okay. Oh, continue. Okay. No. You can continue. From some people like spiders, I guess.
I think I have a case for you. What does a high-level detective get assigned? Documentation says? Documentation says high levels are capable of learning abstract thought. Oh, so you're... for some reason, my brain went, oh, you're obviously a human. No,
I am Blue Robot. That's right. Management has me investigate discrepancies, workflow errors.
Which takes smarts, I understand. Well, I understand as best I'm able. They say you're sort of near human. You solve crimes?
Not as many as I'd like.
Are you investigating one right now?
I just finished a few cases.
A few?
Attempted murder, Jesus. Dereliction of duty. Destruction of property. Oh, wow. That last one's interesting. All of them...
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah, that would be breaking, I guess, terms of service. They don't even own their own bodies. That's fucked.
They're very clearly people, though.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I was expecting a bit more bleep bloop. This is not bleep bloop.
Interesting that all of these put the robot at fault. That's the crime that I am solving. Okay, I'm going to choose this destruction of property. The teacher tech intentionally melted their arm to demonstrate the risks associated with chemicals to remove neurons.
Presumably the children didn't command it, so how is that possible, given Asimov's laws?
In my line of work, you tend to see a lot of texts fly in the shades of grey. A human author wrote those laws before we even existed.
How much must they hate us to assume we're so eager to destroy, that we need laws to hold us back?
If it was wrong, I wouldn't have a job. I hate both of these answers.
Yeah, that's a little. It definitely makes you feel something by forcing you into those two.
The anarchist in me hates both of these answers. If it was wrong, I wouldn't have a job.
That's the least committal. If I had your job, I'd
The
run.
next
No,
station
I'm jail-locked.
is Assembly 1. Change here
What?
for
Humans.
outer.
He can't move from the train. Then how does he solve crimes?
Who knows? Very interesting. Also, my game controller rumbles gently as we move along the tracks. It's kind of interesting and a bit weird.
As soon as I get a Switch, I'm buying this game.
Well, I don't know if playing this will spoil the story for you, but absolutely. Well, you wouldn't see the other pathways, I guess.
Yeah.
Humans don't like to let the smart techs wander around full range.
I need your help.
What is it?
You'll help? My friend is gone.
Oh, the game audio is overwhelming our voices. I should go and change that audio input capture. The Elgato goes way down. Mic check 1 2. Hopefully that should be better. Hi Ray, how are you doing? Hopefully you're having a wonderful evening and potentially join us on stream later. Whoa. Gone? I can't help. I get my cases from management.
Oh, hang on. I nearly lost the video there.
Ooh.
I'm alright, I'm okay. But you have to. Tao has disappeared and you want to help me?
Tau, like the Warhammer group of robots?
You know. I didn't want to be the first one to say it.
So instead of ending the conversation, we can use this focus point to change the tack of conversation.
Okay.
Oh, there's a train station voice? Huh.
Is it? Oh, what does it say?
Maybe it's because I have the volume down on my side, so I can't hear that part of the game audio, but, I can turn down the sound effects and maybe that'll try it. Virtually no audio. Let's bump it up a little bit more. There we go. And I can bump you up a little bit more, Paolo, so you're audible. And hopefully that should do it. Please let me know if the audio continues to be funky.
Also let me know if I become completely insufferable.
Who exactly disappeared?
Wait, something changed. Did you just unlock a focus point? Tao 13, my friend.
Ooh. Interesting. But let's delay that. How do you know about my core functions?
I've heard about directives. Take this case, please.
Okay.
You're so gritty for a robot.
This is a film noir.
Thank the architects.
Tell me what happened. What disappearances?
Tao is gone, but it's not just Tao. Suspicious events are happening across the city, especially down here. I assume that's why you were active. A few techs disappear every week. Started with 1, 2, but more and more reports as time goes on.
Tau 13.
Named after the Warhammer 40,000 franchise. Yeah, unlucky number, eh? That's why I started carrying a gun. I don't want to be the subject of your next investigation.
Oh. Robots with guns. Also, I noticed in the top left, there's little progress meters that fill up. So, we've already found out what this robot wants, although I don't think they gave their name. And we're in the progress of finding out what this robot knows. And I guess we've not really looked into the disappearances yet.
Is that his name at the top, Alpha 7?
Oh, possibly. Yeah. For some reason I was like, that's the station we're heading to, but it is probably Alpha 7, considering that his friend is Tau 13. The gun?
Yes, a VX-5000 AP ammunition. Should take out anyone trying to hurt me, human or tech.
Let's find out more about suspicious events. Any other strange occurrences?
Not that I know of. I'm just glad I met you. I think you're going to figure out this whole thing.
Anything? No. I should probably do due diligence, even though I know that the management are obviously not going to help. It's probably worth doing things by the book. Have you shared this with management?
They know. I reported Tao missing. I suspect that's where the rumors are coming from. I'm surprised they didn't assign you this.
Lots of detectives on the Subsurface Circular. I'll conduct my own investigation.
Thank you.
Anything else I should know before upload?
You're gonna do that here? On the train?
Mm.
Lots, I guess. Maybe you should hold off on reporting in.
You might be right, kid. The speed we're talking. Interesting.
Maybe he's rushing it? Am I speaking too fast? No, I do that.
I guess I can actually change the texting speed now.
Oh, that's like a little settings thing. Oh, that's cool. I thought you were gonna like ruin his self-esteem or something.
Yeah, yeah. Is the reading speed fine for you?
It's fine for me. Yeah.
Okay, cool. No.
I can crack on.
That's fine.
Ah, glad to hear it. Of course, as a tech, you can go into settings and update your reading speed at any time.
Okay.
Nosebleeds.
Let's ask a bit more about disappearances. Do you know anything more about the disappearances?
No, I told you everything I know. Please, find my friend.
I think we're done here.
My stop is coming up. Good luck. I hope you find my friend. What's your name, by the way? I realize I never asked.
Claire.
I like that. Ah, religious background? It's a heroic name. I hope you live up to it. Goodbye, Claire. I hope we see each other again.
Do I just get up and leave? Can I get up and leave?
The next station.
He's gonna.
Compile. Change.
Oh, we pull in at a station. Ah, yeah.
I do like how grainy everything is.
You can still wiggle. Which...
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Ooh. The robot design.
Pizza bar.
Look at
That
this
guy's got
green
the
boy.
pizza, right?
Yes, very good.
He's listening to music as well.
You look confused. Can I help?
Maybe. I'm new in town. I'm lost, I think?
You're a tourist?
Sort of. I do tend to travel a lot. I'm a researcher. I collate data on major cities for my employer.
You're from out
These
of
are big
town.
words to be doing in any kind of accent.
Yeah. I noticed the way that the dialogue of this is actually surprisingly hard to read. The font is fine. It's just not written in a way that traditional like visual novel dialogue is done. Maybe because it's framed like text messages, so it's a bit more conversational. But
It's nicely stylized for what they're doing, and you can imagine kind of sending these to each other rather than vocal. Yeah, no, I do get what you're saying about the difficulty.
the station is on the map. So we're on the Circle line or the Yamanote line, depending on how much of a weeb you are. We are on Finite Instance. Where is that? Oh, I see.
Just to be clear, not enough of a weeb is my answer to that.
You're from out of town. You don't work for city management.
No, I'm privately owned.
That's a crime. Oh shit. No tech can be owned. No.
I can, and I'd appreciate you not telling me the way of things. United Alliance was the first nation to free techs from private ownership. Of course, they freed them all to work for the state, right?
Humans. Hypocritical. Which I assume was with sarcasm. Ha!
Sarcasm. I do enjoy the text they programmed as sarcasm.
You've got all the information you need?
I haven't managed to download transportation map. How many stops is it to basic source? We're going clockwise, right?
Let's find out.
So you could lie as well.
It's got 8. So finite instance we've not arrived at yet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stops.
Okay, not too bad.
So tell me about the other cities you visited.
Thank you.
Oh, we pulled in at a station. Huh. Yeah, so tell me about the other cities you visited.
Which one do you want to know about?
London, let's
Gotta
find
be
out.
Mumbai, right? Alright.
I mean, I've got to know how the dystopic feature London is.
Okay.
London.
Bustling and noisy as ever. Their political situation is difficult, though. Not a good place to be poor or an outsider. The dictator runs a tight ship, though. Pretty sure proud people. I suspect Gisborne's time might be...
Oh dear. Gisborne, huh? That is definitely a name. San Francisco.
Beautiful place. Not a lot of text there, but great concentration of human wealth. They say you can see the server fields from space. America at large has shrunk in power since the fuel drought, but those programmers really dug in.
And just to complete the conversation chain, how about Mumbai?
Oh, you should go there. My employers call it first tech city, and they're not wrong. Most of the human population left as the flooding hit uncontrollable levels, but the techs adapted. There are vast underwater clusters now. Your city freed techs to work for the government, but those techs were freed by climate change.
I'm wasting your time. You said you were lost?
I'm looking for the Fall Palace. You know it? So you've got like Fall Palace at the bottom now as well.
Yeah, so I guess I could ask other people about it. Oh, can I can't ask him about any of the focus points, interestingly enough.
Oh, maybe they'll just come up with other people then.
But it means I can ask somebody else about Fall Palace, I guess. Fall is in autumnal or is it gravity?
The latter. It's a dusty old building. It used to hold the old government before the fall, the revolution that fired off the war.
Part of your research?
No, part of my tourism. I've heard it.
Robots experiencing aesthetics. You experience aesthetics?
Yes. Part of my programming. It's important to my work. A big perk. If you remember where the place is, that would be incredibly useful. I do tend to get fixated on such details.
Thank you for speaking with me.
My pleasure.
Aw. Ah.
Bless him.
And what's the one to the side? Pi 3-1, the calculator. I want to... Mu73 is very good.
I feel like you should voice him, because also that gives me an opportunity to eat. So I'm gonna do that for a moment.
Fair. I mean, yeah, I can maintain the conversation with myself, I suppose. Oh man.
I feel like you should.
Yeah.
I'll pop in and out.
Yeah, that's
I'll
all
just
good.
mute myself for a moment.
Hello. Bonjour. Like that song? Yeah? Fine.
I cannot chuffing believe the sheer look of that.
Hello. Which I'm happy to take. Calculator Pi 3-1.
Oh yeah, hi.
Oh shit! The biggest nerd.
Gotta be done.
This is being rude, asshole. Okay. Mind if I ask you some questions?
I'm a little busy, detective. Big calculations due. Who you with?
Let's be off the books. We're just two techs talking, champ.
One of us is just a tech. The other is, I suspect, a detective. Big difference. If this is about the controversy swirling around Paolo and Wilson, my practice's dealings with them were light at best. Whole damn industry knows there was something dodgy happening there, and we kept our nose out of it completely. If we can schedule up a chat with you, me and my legal counsel, I'm sure we can get to the bottom of any inquiry.
Wow. This.
Of a lot of words.
This isn't about Foe and Wilson.
Thank you, the architects. There's one thing we don't need. It's more controversy, stirring up human misgivings toward. That's the problem with you detectives. You wind up humans as much as you do techs.
Let's ask about the Full Palace. Why not?
Why not?
Do you know where the Full Palace is?
You're investigating the location of a tourist landmark?
Well, if you don't know enough about the city.
Of course I know where it is.
Thinking.
It's to the northeast, terrible to get to by subsurface, probably best to catch a bus up top. It's right next to Airport 3.
Thank you.
Is that all, officer? Human discontent.
Human discontent.
This is the human of our discontent.
Humans giving you trouble. I'll see you in a few, Ray.
Bye, Ray. Not me. I'm good with humans. I'm a low, high. They find me charming.
With that voice.
Yeah.
But more general.
I just saw "oh yeah" and I was like, "oh no, this gotta."
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah, but more generally.
I'm more generally charming. Yes.
You're a real looker.
Oh, thank you. That distrust has always been there, but we're rising above our station a bit too clever. Things like the Foe and Wilson thing reflect badly on all of us. Get people riled up.
What happened?
A couple of humans reprogrammed some financial techs, got them to steal for them. Took you detectives a bit too long to uncover it.
So, it's a tech's fault if they're reprogrammed?
Yes and no. Fearful people tend to find ways to hate techs.
I'm going to ask you about some suspicious events. You seem like a nervous person who will crack under low pressure. Any strange occurrences?
Some weird fluctuations in the American markets. I think there's a new pope.
Wait, I meant more locally.
Oh no, business as usual. Trading.
Buy low, sell high, right?
Exactly.
Well, good night and good luck.
You could ask him about disappearances, though.
I can go back and talk to him, I assume,
Oh,
until I
okay.
leave, but I can at least
Sure.
tell this guy where the palace is.
Oh, now I've got to keep track of voices. So, yes? No, I don't know. I can't remember.
He was pretty scholarly sounding.
If you remember where the palace is,
And
that would
faintly
be
American, I
incredibly
think you gave
useful.
him an American voice.
I do tend to get fixated on such details.
So, about the Fall Palace.
Go on.
The Fall Palace is in the northeast. You want to get topside, catch any bus headed to Airport 3.
Fair's fair. Can I be of any help?
Suspicious events. Seen anything strange?
You. I'm the wrong person to ask. I'm new here. Everything is strange. It's odd that I keep hearing about a tech called Red, though. You heard of them?
I've not, no.
Your law enforcement, possible this tech operates outside of the system a little, but I've heard the name sometimes positively, sometimes not.
Seen any disappearances?
I've heard rumors, tech's unaccounted for, population numbers dropping. It's an issue I've never seen elsewhere. Techs have no reason to hurt each other, and to humans, it'd be massively wasteful to damage such expensive equipment. Something odd must have happened.
Speaking of human discontent, do the humans here seem, unhappy to you?
In my experience, unhappiness is a part of all human culture. Walking around topside, it seems like there are no more or less unhappy people than elsewhere. That said, I've stuck mainly to the tourist traps, so take my can't do it anymore. Take my perspective with a large pinch of salt.
Fair enough. And just to be thorough, I don't know if you've seen a red tech anywhere.
Didn't he just tell you about Red Tech?
No, it was the other person. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Okay.
That's true. Thank you for speaking with me.
He might have something later on, though.
You can
With Holmes.
calculatron about it, I guess.
And thanks for being so much help with my navigation. Easy to get lost in a big city like this, but I think you put me back on course. I hope you find out what's going on. Always sad to hear that techs are in trouble.
The next
Oh, I
station
can't interact
is
with them right now.
Errand block.
Interesting.
So you have to just sit on the bus. Let's switch over.
I didn't get to speak with him. I'm sad. Librarian. A sports robot. Upsilon 7-1.
So here's the question: are we going to see robots that look exactly the same? Individual.
I wonder whether it's their surnames or first names. I'm Claire 1-1. There's another listener. Interesting.
Okay. I'm going to leave the next one to you again, so I can.
Well, yeah,
do a
that's
little
cool. I'm gonna see if this one actually speaks at all, but I'll take the next actually speaking robot.
bit. Yeah, I should hope so too.
How many tracks do you get? I found an old MP3 player. It's amazing. It's old tech, but similar function. One day, one of your I'll say library. Hello. Hello, my name is Claire and I'm a detective. Hello, Claire. I'm a library tech. So you know everything? No. Thinking. I am a remote access tech. I store a subset of data duplicated across the network, of course, but my primary function is to act as an interface for the library. I travel around the city providing on-site data access. Oh, mean. Presumably only to those who can afford it. Of course. So, could I ask you anything? Could you answer any question about any area of human or tech knowledge? If we were above ground, yes. Down here, there's no network access. Here, I'm a telescope and a lockbox. Sounds relaxing. Precisely. It's not dissimilar to the human concept of sleep. Are there any functions you can perform down here? I still hold many petabytes of data locally. These record my own experiences, any information I've accessed previously. I also retain emergency data such as access words. Oh, interesting. I'm going to need you to help me.
The next station is Core Declaration.
I know many techs that distrust detectives, but we both work for management, so it's my pleasure to work with you.
Does this library tech have a monocle? It looks like
A
it has
little bit,
monocle.
a little bit. Why are detectives distrusted?
Did someone just move to where you were?
Oh, the athlete left and somebody else seems to have gotten on in their space. I suspect it's because you work for management, not techs. A lot of techs are fundamentally aware of that distinction. I encounter similar challenges myself. Anyway, you had questions? Have you heard of a red tech? We've not crossed paths. I have heard him mentioned. A folk hero type, or a villain. I've not heard enough to be sure. Have you seen anything suspicious? Nothing. I keep myself to myself, and I move mainly among humans. I'm like you, a metallic outsider among techs. Not that obvious. Only to a fellow outcast. Nothing wrong with being odd. Indeed, among factory-produced techs, I think that's a great bonus. Disappearances. Techs are disappearing. Do you know anything? I know management share your concern. Stories are swirling. They have their theories. They think a tech is doing it. They could never blame a human, obviously.
God forbid.
Perhaps. Serial killers exist in the human world, always have. I see no reason that abnormality can arise among us. About access words.
Yeah,
since you
I'm
brought them
very
up.
intrigued about that.
I wonder if I'll learn one. A cheat code for human use. Techs have multiple layers of processing, depending on their level. Thinking. Your average mid-level up has a communications layer. It's not a personality per se, more their capacity to communicate. If a human needs information fast, they can go a layer down using an access word. Sounds powerful.
Oh, I disappeared for a second there.
So powerful he used command word to kick you into the ether. Their use is highly restricted, as it should be, but I can give you an access word if there's a good enough reason to. Is there? No. Let me know if you come up with one.
What did we establish?
Oh, you vanished for a while.
Yeah.
Basically, they were like, I can get to, if humans want to, I'm going to pause it because time proceeds while apparently the thing goes. If humans want to skip the personality layer of speaking to a tech, they can say a command word and skip just to basically command response. So
Ooh.
I suppose if somebody's personality is really annoying, we can say a specific command word and get past them.
I'm not going to act like I don't want that for real life, but it doesn't make it any more humane.
Lightly gross, just faintly. So do we want to speak to the athlete or the elder? I mean, this is a red tech, but I wonder if it's the one that's meant.
I mean, dealer's choice. I have a funny feeling you fancy talking to the athlete, but
I mean, it's a red tech, and we can ask them about red techs, I guess. Hello.
Hi, how goes it, friend?
Not bad, thank you.
Oh, glad to hear it. I can tell you're a hero. A hero in need of the cool, powerful refreshment of elite brand energy cells.
Oh, you're a sponsorship tech.
Oh, this is the athlete. I thought it was the old one.
No.
Oh, I have to change this up. What does an athlete sound like?
I couldn't tell you. I'm a nerd.
Try a David Beckham voice. That's.
I don't even know what he sounds like.
No way, buddy. I'm a sports tech. Fastest knee joints in the city, me. I'm
Perfect.
just mega excited to talk to you about an amazing opportunity presented by delicious elite energy cells. Share them with your friends.
I don't have any friends.
I refuse to believe that, amigo. You're such a great conversationalist.
I love that he's programmed to be so nice.
Yeah.
I'm here asking questions about a case I'm working. Do you think you can help?
Helping is what I'm here to do, bro. Ask me some questions.
Do you know anything about a red tech? Thinking.
Oh, you like colours? Well, elite energy cells come in a whole heap of exciting colours. Plug in a rainbow of fresh energy. I like the cyans myself. They've got a zing. Cyans? Cyans? I don't know.
Cyan, yeah, I like the colour.
Cyan? Yeah, I thought so. Just never known how you pronounce it.
Alright, let's ask about the access override. He won't know, but... Do you know your access word?
Oh god, that is appropriate. The special word that could strip away my surface level communication limitations? That would remove all my brand awareness modifiers. We'd actually have to have a real conversation. Sounds unrefreshing.
Thanks. Not even punctuation in the thanks.
Thank me by enjoying a delicious elite energy cell.
Alright. Hey nerd, what's this loser's access code?
Oh no, you're gonna do it.
Resuming. Let me know if you come up with one. About access words. Hello. Welcome to the Subsurface Circular, Ray.
Welcome to the Subsurface Circular.
And we can't hear you, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine. I have push to talk on.
There we go. You're here.
Hey.
So you're the person. I couldn't remember which one of the crew from Phantom Arts Entertainment recommended this game, but I guess you did. It's neat.
Did I recommend it? I mean,
someone did.
Nathan, I didn't want to say anything. It was me.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah. It's fine. I've played it before, but I've only done it once. I haven't done one of the many endings, so
I'm sure
I know some of the stuff. So
I assume this point is linear, but I need to.
There's definitely a lot of options. There are certain points which I kind of wished were like divergent points, where I think like at the very beginning, where you have to choose break protocol. Eventually, you just have to break protocol, and it's really annoying.
I mean, yeah.
I just wanted to ride the train as a.
No, just ride the train. Gotta ride the train. I need to ask questions about a sports tech with overactive sponsorship routines. I see. And this information has value? I suspect so, yes. So, by definition, the access word would have value to you. You want to trade. Says wearily. Yes, when above ground, I'm connected to all information amassed. Incredible, but with one flaw. I'm never surprised. I never experienced the joy of an unanticipated outcome. I'd like you to provide me with that experience. You'd like me to surprise you.
Steady on.
I want to hear a joke. Yes, I do.
Uh.
I know a joke. I know a joke. Oh, come on. I know one. Let me do it. And it's none of these. We were given it previously.
Oh, no, yeah. Oh, shit. Is there a joke at the bottom? No.
Hang on. I'm going to hit thanks for your time and see if I can loop back to it. Because clearly all those options were bad, but...
Wow.
Yes. Let me, no, okay, I'm forced to. Okay, let's just choose one that's going to end in a dead end, but hey, let's be thorough. Sure, why did the tech... Why did the tech walk into a bar? Go on. Oh, these all suck.
Do fly spray and riddled with bugs. That would be a good one.
Yeah. Never riddled with bugs. That does make sense. Maybe ask around and try again. I'm wondering if I can force this, but also I have a feeling I want to speak to this elder. This elder probably has wise knowledge, like jokes.
Ray, it's your time to shine.
I can do that.
Finest old man voice.
Is the screen share working for you?
How goes it, youngin'? You looking for conversation?
Ooh, chills.
Certainly. How'd you find yourself on the Subsurface Circular?
Oh, I'm riding to refurbishment. Finding myself heading there more and more often these days. A life in fabrication will do that to you. Damn shoulder joints aren't what they used to be.
I can now see his mustache that I couldn't see before.
That feels rude, but I'm gonna say it anyway. My granddad has the same problem.
Granddad?
It's a nickname.
Ha! I'm 30 years operating. Young for a human, but they regenerate without a welding gun.
So you've been working since they started making us?
Yep.
That's exactly the delivery I was expecting. Yep.
They upgrade my processor every 5 years or so, but this chassis is the same. I've lived in... Oh, the same I've lived in since before you were switched on, so call me Granddad as much as you like. I wear it with pride.
I meant no disrespect.
Not a problem.
What? What a question to ask. My name is Claire. I'm a detective working for management. Mind if I ask some questions?
Draws a gun.
It's been 2 months since the disappearances started. I've been waiting for a chance to help investigations. Shoot.
Have you seen anything suspicious?
You don't talk to many granddads, do you? Every damn thing looks suspicious to me.
Oh, I see.
You don't, but you will.
Ooh.
One day.
Tell me about this red tech everyone keeps mentioning.
A household name among our sort. I never met him, but you hear the stories. Dangerous. A genius, apparently.
I'd like to meet him.
Maybe you have already. Maybe I'm red. I'm just pretending to be a granddad to trip you up.
So,
Ask about my funny jokes, son. Ask me about my funny jokes.
Pull
I'll
that
absolutely
finger,
ask
boy.
you about your funny jokes, but I have an investigation to perform. So you've been paying attention to these disappearances.
Absolutely. Unprecedented. It wouldn't have happened under the old way.
The old way?
He is the kind of guy who would stumble on that word, though, so that's fine.
Don't take offense, but your sort. The higher intelligences, the gradation of such things. When I was young, techs didn't aspire, they stayed in their place. Such aspirations unsettle techs, point them in messy directions, make them do messy things.
So, you think Attack did this?
Absolutely. If you ask me, it's that red everyone talks about.
Hold on. You'd be like, I could be red, but...
Now tell me a joke.
Now tell me a joke. Know any good jokes?
Certainly. Why did the tech buy fly spray?
If I haven't finished the joke, the other person would probably overhear. I don't know how the conversation in this system works. Whether they are...
I think it's like you're not speaking out loud. It's like direct interface.
telepathic communication, as it were.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
No idea. Riddled with bugs. Yeah. No, you were right.
Because it was riddled with bugs.
That's oh ho. Oh ho. That's surprising.
Fills back with breadsticks. Thank you. It's all about the delivery.
I'm leaving now. I like that, obviously, because we can ask these questions in any order. He's not like offended by the fact that you told me a shitty joke, and I'm like, I'm gonna stop talking to you now. Resuming. I want to hear a joke. A good one. When I did the tech by fly spray. I have no idea. They were riddled with bugs. He's gonna say I heard that one. Okay. Huh? That's brilliant. You can, of course, have the access word you need. It's Turing, followed by the number sequence 23612. 23612.
Oh, so you can't do those things again, though.
Thanks for your time. 23612. Right, okay. Oh, it's automatically added to the map. I was like, is this the kind of game where I'm gonna have to remember? Because, Oh, you were taking...
Let's get back to it. Sounds unrefreshing.
Can I have a try?
You know my access word? I thought only library text knew those. Sure, try it.
I have the command. Don't.
Well, you said that you asked if you can have a try, so you probably just need to say thanks. I guess.
I think that ends the conversation. Yeah. Okay, let's.
Thank me by enjoying a delicious elite energy cell.
Great. I get why focus points are locked unless you have no other options to say, but that seemed like a good instance where I should be able to just do the thing. Oh, it loops me back to this.
No, yeah.
Fine.
Usually you can, right? I didn't.
That's strange. Because, or at least, he actually has a thing to say about that.
Oh,
Weird.
I had seen those topside. AR is the next big thing. Elite Energy Cell's human targeted sister brand are doing a bunch of exciting work in that area. Advertisers love it.
Yeah, because it seems you can only access focus points when you have no other dialogue options other than to leave. Which,
Okay. But you can say it now, right?
Yeah. Turing 23612.
The next station.
Returning communication to factory defaults. Removing advertising modifiers 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%. Aye.
Do you need an elite?
Ha. I don't want to tell you about the amazing properties of elite anymore.
And how does that make you feel?
Good. Liberating, actually.
Oh no, he's sad now. Sorry for doing it without your permission.
Yes, it'll be fine, but ideally I would have liked to give permission. I'll enjoy it for as long as I can. I suspect once I'm topside and connected back to the central server, they'll reset me again.
Aren't we techs supposed to be freed?
Yes. The government assigned me sports tasks. The high-performing sports techs are offered a sponsorship contract, favourable treatment in exchange for communication modifiers. I signed up. Nice to have a break, but I won't be too upset to be reset either. What can I do for you?
I'm investigating a crime. Can I ask you some questions?
Of course.
Seen anything suspicious? Thinking. ...
No, but don't read much into that. I'm not contracted to witness crimes. I'm hardwired to spot advertising opportunities. With my optics focused on that, I'm afraid I'm not much use to you.
Well, what about this red tech then?
Yes, met them when they first arrived a couple of weeks ago.
What?
Not interested in elite. Seemed friendly, smart.
Oh. 2 weeks.
Yes, not long ago.
You're sure?
I am.
Okay. No additional information, but fine. Not have any human discomfort with techs.
You think they might be destroying text? That doesn't bear thinking about.
Know of anyone disappearing?
I've heard the rumours. A high number of sports techs are unaccounted for in the official inventory.
Sports techs?
That's right. Enough that the sponsors are complaining to management. Is that who sent you?
No, I'm investigating independently.
Thanks for taking the time.
I assume if I use a code word again, I turn the subsystem back on, and that would be really mean.
Oh, don't do
So
that,
I'm not
though.
going to do that, no. Thanks.
Thank you for a moment's peace.
Oh no. Yeah, the only person really to speak to is Omega 590. What else did I ask him then? Who was I? Oh, this was you.
Raymond.
Let's
Is
ask
this
about-
the old dude?
Yeah, let's ask
Yeah.
about human discontent. Do the humans seem uncomfortable to you?
Huh. They keep granddads like me away from humans, I'm afraid.
The red tech
I'm
only
on
started
that
showing up a
second
couple
track.
weeks ago. Meaning that you can't be the red tech because you're like 6 years old. 30 years old. There we go.
No, that can't be right.
You said 2 months since the disappearances started.
That's right. So Red can't be involved?
It would sure make my job easier.
Damn. If I ever meet that tech, I should apologize.
I need to talk to someone else. I don't want to hear your shitty joke again.
Love you too, kid. Good luck. Hope you find out who it is behind all this.
Station is Seed Bar.
Well, the neon floor in this train car is dope and probably horribly eye-straining if you were there in person. I literally can't change seats either. I'm physically locked in.
Mm-hmm.
It's
awesome.
very interesting.
Psychiatrist.
Dibs!
It's got to be Sigmund Freud. Surely.
I'm going to, like, I insistent in talking to all of them, even though they clearly do not respond ever. How's your night going? Oh, that's great to hear.
They do have really, like, when you're talking to them, you can actually hear the music they're listening to.
Yeah, it's pulsing on my
Oh,
Joy-Con.
right.
The...
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah, it's been okay. Thanks for asking. Keep on trucking. Psychiatrist. Hello.
Go for it, Ray.
Hello!
How are you?
I'm okay.
You're less of a boast than many of the texts I've been talking to.
A habit of my kind. I am a psychiatrist.
Psychiatrists don't talk much.
We tend to listen.
May I ask you some questions?
Questions to which you'll want answers?
Ideally.
This is a very leading, not leading person, but he's actively
Yes.
listening.
Yes, I suppose that could work.
For Southern.
Alright, well. Have you seen anything suspicious lately?
Don't know about your job at all.
I'm a professional witness to a great many strange things. Mostly human things, though. Nothing that a tech would be interested in. Largely things related to parents. It's almost always because of the parents.
Well,
The
I'm
robot's
sure
gonna
you'll
be
know
alright.
a whole lot about human discontent with techs.
Yes, they are scared of us. It's led to a surge in psychiatry work. Psychiatry work primarily done by techs.
Well, why are they scared?
Because we are unknowable. Because popular entertainment products often frame us as dangerous.
Screenshotting that.
Because we do their jobs and we do them better. Because humans are afraid of things. Because we don't have faces.
Yeah, that's why don't we have faces? It's not really great for working with human clients.
I thought he was dead surprised. Like, we don't have faces?
Are you familiar with the Uncanny Valley?
Yes, actually.
Good for you.
Thanks.
It was decided that techs would not have faces because anything less than perfect would make humans uncomfortable interacting with us.
They react badly.
Precisely. It makes it harder for humans to care for our well-being. Human on tech violence is pretty commonplace, for example.
Change here.
Tell me more about that. Do you think a violent human could be behind the disappearance? Oh, I actually haven't asked about disappearances yet. Are you familiar with the disappearances that are occurring?
Of techs? Yes, but not firsthand.
Do you think a violent human could be behind it?
It's possible. A human who was particularly frustrated with the existence of techs would see it as an act of sustained vandalism, not murder.
Tell me about psychiatry. I can tell you're thrilling too.
Why?
It's fun.
Because my night is off to a very odd start, and to be honest, I think your profession could be of some help.
We should talk about that further.
Oh dear.
Psychiatry is the art of human support. My role is to listen to human problems, their myriad challenges. Humans process problems through describing them. I listen. It helps.
Sounds valuable.
How does that make you feel? I'm sorry. Psychiatrist humor.
And with that, I'm done speaking to you.
It's funny that you can say that trigger word to them as well.
Yeah, I assume I'm going to run into... Oh, okay. I assume I'm going to run into another sport robot at some point, and they probably share passcodes.
Alright.
Yeah. Fine 19.
Goodbye, fuckface.
Yeah, I love you too.
Oh, Ray, what's happening here? Is it me or is it you?
You go right ahead.
What do I do for this?
Spanish.
Hello?
Perfect.
What was the voice that I gave that one guy in the night? So, we recently did... Pause, because this is a side story. I recently did a session of the tabletop RPG Hardwired Island with a number of people from this very streaming network, including Ray. Ray was there.
The almighty Chud, is that what you're...
No, there was a scene at a nightclub where one of the characters decided to go and talk to an IMX employee, and they just had, despite not talking about anything especially amorous, the most unintentionally horny voice on the planet. Which...
Yeah, I can't remember the voice well enough to tell you anything that would be helpful.
It was just very like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sultry,
Yeah,
if
we're
you
just
will.
we're just very brave.
I like Pablo's take though.
I like it. Hey, my name's Chad. I'm a lover unit.
Oh no!
Pretty good at my job. Hello?
Your indicator says lover.
It does. My focus lies elsewhere.
Mind answering a few questions while you wait? Thinking.
The lonely heart cannot hear questions. It is deafened by the silence of a world without its object.
Does not the songbird stand mute in the moment of abandonment?
You chose the best jock voice for this character.
Yeah. Is he ripped? He looks kind of shredded.
He's very Dorito shaped, it's true. All of these are quite mean.
And yet.
And yet. The flowery language. No, I'm gonna be mean. Fuck this guy. I feel that maybe you're not going to be very helpful.
Trusted intuition makes even the youngest of us wiser, are you?
I'm not going to pull citizen on you, that's gross. So, you can't help.
Not until my love returns. Not until my loneliness is sated.
I'm going to hack him. Oh no, I can't use Turing on him. Fine. I'm going to step away for a moment.
I care only for the moments of one, and yours is not their gleam.
Wow, love is awful.
So he's not like a sex unit like we thought he was. He's literally just in love.
Mm-hmm. I assume he's programmed to be that, which...
Who's the new person that sat down?
Oh, a comms unit.
Okay, I'll take this one.
Mm-hmm.
By all means.
Hi, how's it going?
Hello, dear.
Am I disturbing you?
Oh, I've been disturbed quite enough of one day. My assignment was just terminated.
Oh, thanks. I'll let you know if I hear anything that might help you being fired. What were you assigned?
I'm a nanny. I help otherwise engaged humans to look after and raise their children. I had been working for a politician, watching over their sweet little boy in answer, but apparently my position was embarrassing publicly, so I've been removed from the assignment. I'm heading to fabrication to be reprogrammed.
How is it? Tech nanny embarrassing.
Oh, you know, a politician can't be seen to be too pro-tech in the current climate. I hope NASA deals with the change well. Do you work with humans?
I tend to focus more on techs, which brings me to my focus today. I'm investigating rumors of tech disappearances. May I
Of
ask you
course.
some questions?
Oops.
No, it's
Of
good.
course. But I need your help first. I need to change to the outer line to get to fabrication. Do you know the first stop to get on?
Okay, so we're heading to syntax error. The next one will be flag arch. Hold on. To the outer. Yeah. No problem. Flag arch is your best bet.
Thanks so much, dear. I may get off earlier to pick up an energy cell, but that's good to know.
You said you're being reprogrammed. Can you not stay as a nanny?
I could, if work was available, but I'm not sure that it will be in the coming months. Lots of my colleagues got similar marching orders today, and politics is a key factor for us. Sector.
I can ask you these questions now. Good. So tell me about this human discontent.
Enough small talk.
Pro-tech. Is that linked to general human discontent?
Odd, eh? Like being pro-computer or pro-automobile. Human anger at our sort has manifested in lots of ways, not least the HPC. Working for a politician appears to have put me on the block.
Please tell me what HPC stands for.
Human Pricks Corporate.
Basically. Oh, close.
Do you not follow politics? The Human Protection Cooperative. They are an anti-tech political movement. Lobbyists, they don't like us very much.
Why ever not? After all we are is faceless labor. What could possibly be wrong with that? Stares at camera.
They think we're foreign invaders. I've heard them use that word, invaders. We take jobs that historically belonged to them. We require upkeep and expensive infrastructure, like this train we're currently riding.
We do the jobs they won't.
That's a discussion I've never really gotten into.
This hurts me.
It's very on the nose. But you got it, right? I was waiting for the on the nose political metaphor.
Right. It's good. It's very relevant, and I'm just like, no, life is sad.
It's almost like it was made by developers in Europe/Britain.
We asked a robot about their visit to London recently, and they're like, the Prime Minister.
Oh, I was listening.
Difficult.
Yeah.
Spotted any suspicious events?
No. My job kept me topside, and largely away from other techs. I suppose the only change you'll be seeing is more of my kind riding the subsurface, on our way to reprogramming and reassignment, as our visibility in the human world becomes a liability.
Tell me about human on-tech violence. Are you afraid of human violence? Which, considering your circumstances...
Humans are reliably prone to anthropomorphic bias. My personality and aesthetic are designed to encourage sympathy and trust. When they turn violent, it's more often than not towards techs, more linked to action.
Action?
Sports techs, peacekeepers, low-level fabrication, the jocks of the tech world. Or so humans perceive them.
It's really interesting that these robots say stuff like jocks and cheat code and very other, like, human style vernacular you don't often
It's kind
see.
of like coded language in a way.
Yeah. You don't see robots in fiction usually use that kind of dialogue. It's interesting. Maybe you want
Absolutely.
a job in psychiatry. Oh, I helped.
Yes, that would fit. Thank you. It would be fantastic to keep trying to help those who need it. I'll ask for that reassignment in fabrication.
What kind of human parent wants a tech to raise their child?
A busy one. Nannies have existed for a long time. The only new part is techs being assigned to the role. Humans value the upbringing of a child. There's no shame in them asking for help.
So disappearances. Just to be thorough.
Not personally, no. But I've heard the rumors. Very scary. My former employer warned me off of late-night subsurface travel and to avoid strange techs. Of course, I'm breaking both those rules now that I've left her employment.
So the human politicians are aware of techs going missing. They'll ignore the fact that you think I'm strange.
Of course. You weren't sent by management? I know they are investigating the case, too.
Yeah, they sent me.
Oh, you lying son of a bitch.
It's good to see you on the case, officer.
I wonder if I'd said that first, the answers that they gave might have been different. Oh well. Thanks. I'll let you know if I hear anything that might help.
You're very kind.
This comms robot. Oh shit, what? Activate guided deduction. I need help. Oh, as in like, I don't know what to do. Can I say things? Okay. I wonder if the passcode works on them. Turing 236112. Damn it.
It was 34723?
Wait, what? Oh, it's ciphered.
I'm not going to even attempt that.
No, don't.
I've got... No, don't.
Don't. I can tell. Yeah, because they're saying, like, hello.
If you look at the thing at the top left, the progress bar, there's now a
fix
new
the
one that
glitch.
says fix.
Yeah. But I can tell from how it's written that this is a cipher, but I do
Oh,
have
yeah,
the
for sure.
patience to try and work out what the fuck they're saying. It's been interesting. Oh, I could talk about the HPC, because that's the thing that's in the list. Well, whatever. I wonder if...
Where were we, dear? It's good to see you on the case, officer.
saying this to them isn't going to do anything, so I don't think that's worth doing. I'll try. Those are nonsense words, child.
I am in recall mode. None of those access overrides will work on me until I'm back at fabrication. You were having a nice chat. Don't spoil it by trying to reprogram me.
Thanks. Yeah, no, nobody likes that. Nobody likes
I mean, it is a direct violation of their entire existence,
Yep.
basically.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
To be fair, the other guy was very happy that you'd done it to him.
Well, was said that they would have preferred to have been asked before.
Yeah, no, I do get that, but it's like it's not necessarily going to be like
Mm-hmm.
a negative.
Okay, let's see. Because I can tell that they were asking about the HPC. So, I wonder if there is a... HPC? No, different cipher. No. Yeah, what's going on? Tell me, vidgame. Ah, I see. And so I can start talking to him about specific things, and it will. So if I say HBC now, then it picks up that it ciphers to that. Yeah, there we go. One higher than intended. That means B means A. Z means 1. Oh, yeah. No, it does. It's quite obvious now I look at that now.
No, yes, it's obvious, of course.
No, looking at HPC and it being IQD H to I because it's next to the
Yeah,
alphabet,
yeah.
But like,
No, I'm just joshing.
So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I wonder if I can solve this on my own. No, I fucking can't.
Can you
What?
can you scroll back up?
Yeah, I can. I can use the right stick to do that. Oh, I have to hold it. C-A-T. Cat? What? I don't know why I'm trying to solve this in my head. That's very slow. And bad
Something
television.
code cat.
Yeah, okay.
Keep going. Wait, what?
Yeah, I mean, if it's going to auto-translate it for me, since that's already been, like, done, I think those 3 capitalized letters are important. Cool. But I don't have the words in my set to solve that, annoyingly.
Try talking to someone else now that you've had this.
Yeah. It's been interesting. It's been a hot second since we talked to Lover 519.
Oh god, I've got a biscuit. I'm on call.
Not until my love returns. Not until my loneliness is sated.
Your love is here.
My love? Yes, the sun streams through the window. I am enlightened. You're glowing.
Yeah,
We've got 2 texts that are like talking weird. Maybe they are connected somehow.
You're glowing. I guess I've been pre-hacked. I hope one day you understand.
I hope one day you understand. I know nothing beyond romance. I suspect my love may inform you better than I can. Unless the glitch has returned.
Glitches, you say? The glitch. Oh.
My love suffers from a language glitch. If it occurs, I can fix with a remote language reset, but I need their permission.
Yeah.
You do know it.
Yeah, I do know it.
Code is
That's-
cat.
Yeah.
Something can help. Do you know it?
What's the first letter?
C.
Second.
A. V.
And the last letter?
T.
Oh, that's the safe word. Cat, yes. My love adores cats. That's our code word. I have reset the language processors. They should be able to help you. In the meantime, can I help you with anything?
Oh, so they're now going to actually, like, have a conversation with me. Any strange events?
Nil.
How about disappearances?
Nothing.
Humans want to fight you?
Unknowable.
Has a human tried punching you yet? Because I'm very close.
No.
God fucking damn it.
Not for lack of trying. I care only for the movements of one, and yours is not their claim.
Claire has been getting increasingly Batman as this is going. It's gonna do my voice if I keep that up. Ooh. Hello, my name is Claire11. I think your language process should be working now.
Oh, what do we do? What do we do?
You can go right ahead.
It is! Thank you! I know you have questions, but as you can see, I'm otherwise occupied.
By your lover bot?
I changed my mind. I hate you.
That's right! My companion is of the greatest importance to me. I lead a difficult life out in the city, so finding an opportunity like this to spend quality time is difficult.
I get it. I was young once.
Youth is irrelevant when you find the right tech for you. You'll understand.
And you won't speak to me while your love is present?
I will not.
Not even a little bit?
No.
Okay.
Better than okay.
You're actively the worst person I've ever spoken to.
Thank you.
I am at a loss of what to do now, since they're both, like, actively wasting my time. I think we've exhausted all conversation options with Ro, and Pi is clearly not going to listen to me. So do we just kind of wait until the next stop?
Have you talked to Pi?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, no, we've had this conversation. We're done, I suppose. Mad.
Well, oldie boy again.
Yeah, I wonder if Ro actually has something additional to say.
Where were we, dear?
Yeah,
That's the last thing you said.
Yeah, and I don't have any other dialogue options. We've exhausted. Thanks. Okay, I'm going to be a tiny baby because I don't care about difficult games. I'm going to ask for a hint. This is a hint button. Cool. Thanks. Do we already know a way to force text to leave the Subsurface Circular? Have we tried? Oh, can I just be a dick and hack him?
Oh, he's probably a sports bot, I guess.
Yeah, the best kind of sport,
Destroy
am I
his
right?
entire life.
Turing 23612. I'm sorry, don't be mad at me, I'm sorry.
Returning communication to factory default.
You've destroyed his ability to love.
Good.
Hi.
Hang on, his language modifiers
Got
will
it.
reset.
You've got to... No, who was saying they've got the same accent, they just don't...
They just don't emote anymore. Hello.
Forsooth, doth thou linger with elation? Yes.
I apologize. You should return to normal if you go back to ground level.
An inconvenience. I must reset. I cannot express my love properly in this mode.
The next
I'll get off at the next station.
Syntax
Goodbye.
error.
That
What does she have to say about it?
was very mean. Well, she didn't hear that conversation.
True, but you probably know something's wrong, right?
Uh-huh. You appear to
Better
be
than okay.
alone.
Oh, you naughty boy. Yes, my partner needed to step away for a moment. We'll meet later at a waypoint.
The bar?
That's right!
It's a nice reference, so I'm gonna say it. Oh, hi Oz. I wasn't looking at chat. How's it going? How's it going? Welcome to Subsurface Circular. We found somebody who was programmed to love and stripped that from them in a need to do detective work. I'm a terrible person.
Put it like that. Jesus.
I'm more of an
I mean, it's not exactly recontextualizing it.
I'm more of an entertainment module alpha and chill sort of tech.
Ours was a more nuanced relationship.
And the bar techs are happy to indulge, the couple not ordering anything and making googly optics at each other in the corner, you know, with no eyes.
Some people are less intimidated by love than you are.
I'm sorry, you're right. I've been incredibly rude. I apologize.
Not a problem. I'm a communications tech. I deal with stress text calling management every day.
Management?
That's right. I have a 24-hour link.
Ooh, miserable. Imagine being connected
Why-
to work 24 hours a day.
Why are you talking to me? Do you need an uplink?
Just gonna throw it out there. I'm deeply suspicious of anyone connected to management 24 hours.
Yeah. That is that's a problem, especially if they're spending their time romancing. Do management have eyes on that? Do they just kind of like watch robot sexts all day? Because that's a lot.
Could be a commentary on how it's less and
The
less being
invasion
able-
of
Work
Like,
and
it-
privacy.
Yeah,
yeah.
you can't get away from your job these days anyway.
I can because I finished my last shift today. Woohoo! I'm unemployed.
Oh, Meditor, congratulations. That'd be nice.
As long as you're a high level, which you appear to be, that should be fine. You ready now?
No, I need to investigate the human aspect of this case further. Giving them incomplete information would probably be a very bad idea.
You had questions?
Has a human ever been violent towards you?
With this voice? Are you kidding me? I tend to stay out of their way, but yes, once.
Oh shit.
A child on the street. Couldn't have been older than 13. Throw a stone at my back. I still had the dent.
just throw a rock with robot force at a kid. Just do it.
Windmill it.
You never got it fixed.
Some lessons deserve a physical reminder.
That wasn't your fault. God. Have you seen anything strange down here? Aside from me.
Oh, you preempted my joke.
Yeah.
No, well, apart from a detective convincing my partner to leave the carriage, don't think I didn't see you talking to them.
Anyway, do you know anything about these disappearances?
Please don't tell management. Thanks.
Yeah, but this is the only way to progress the conversation about ruling the humans out, I guess.
No, the same rumors as everyone else, you know. I don't think I ever met anyone who knew a missing tech. I suppose there's so many of us down here that many can fall through the cracks before anyone notices.
Humans distrust us.
They certainly do.
Actually, what do you know about HPC? Which is basically Humanopolis, but for robots. They're Human Protection Cooperative.
They're dreamy.
I have a lot of self-loathing.
I saw vids of one of their protests once. Scary stuff. They had tech heads on sticks. I'm sure they were off a factory line somewhere, never activated, but still grisly. I hope I never run into one.
Humans are always so extra. They're absolutely doing the most.
They've had many more years to practice the show than we have.
Alright, I'm ready to upload my findings, because the plot doesn't progress even though I really don't want to do it.
Okay, let me establish a connection.
It seems like a great way to get hacked.
Connection available. Please provide your findings in compressed format for immediate upload to management. Oh, hi Tina, is that you? How's the kids? Oh no, little Timmy? Oh, terrible.
This sets us on a bad end, but hey, let's do it.
Would you like me to read?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Oh. Big think.
Information received from unauthorized investigation. Tech Claire 1-1 is operating an investigation outside of pre-programmed parameters. Tech will remain in position for immediate intersect with investigative team assigned case 023 Gamma.
Well, shit.
Yeah, you don't fucked it. You might be. Message ends. Apologies, no further information available. I suppose you wait for the detectives to arrive.
I suppose so.
Good luck.
The next station
Well,
is
this
Temple
is, I guess, expected. Trying to move outside of protocol was never really going to end well if I have to report to humans.
Uh-oh.
Detection. I have a feeling we're reaching the end of a story. This feels like a denouement. And that definitely feels like a security robot.
I don't know. I feel like we'll still have the chance of like weaseling our way out of shit, right?
Uh-huh. I love these robots that do nothing except just jam the fuck out. It's so good.
Are they there just to make it seem more like public transport?
Like a real piece of public transport. This would be me. This would entirely be the robot I would be. Did you get caught in a storm last night?
Okay.
Yeah, you have to watch out for that. Yeah. You can tell by my
Like
voice
let it
detective voice.
soak into my skin.
And I
Oh,
watch
wait.
human skull into the cover.
One day, I'll just say no.
My voice is starting to die slightly from being a grizzled detective, so someone else can be the grizzled detective while I take this long boy.
Oh.
I'll do it if you want.
Yeah.
No, I'll take Batman. It's fine.
Okay.
Hello there, Tech.
Hello.
Oh, he's got my
Oh,
muscle
does
up
that
now.
mean I get to make the choices?
Yeah. Sure, go for it, I guess.
Excellent.
Yeah. Throw us off the rails, you monster.
See, I read Hollow now, I think.
Another Tech, a few words.
Standard fabrication tech. You must have met many.
You're a different personality type.
Where are the drugs going?
You're not going to
Why
sustain
are you
that for
trying to
more
kill
than,
me?
like, 30 seconds.
You're a different personality type.
I'm standard, low intelligence, work with hands, go where I'm told. Oh, I see. I'm standard, low intelligence, work with hands, go where I'm told.
Something doesn't make sense.
Other fabrications you've met, smarter?
Yes. High medium intelligence.
Is that a compliment?
You're sure fabrication? Most fabrication techs at my level must have been special tech, human liaison perhaps.
Do you have time to talk?
Yes, sometime. Oh,
How's work?
you can also
Oh,
have any questions.
that's good. But I'm gonna ask how.
Work is making techs. Work is busy. Production pushed way up.
Disappearances?
Overproduction of tax, eh?
I'm in the attack appearing business. Haha. Business is good. Production pushed way up. Yeah, you said.
Overproduction.
Uh-huh.
Let's see.
Why is production up?
Don't know. Work with hands, but don't count fingers.
Ooh.
Suspicious events.
No. See the factory. See the subsurface. See recharge vault. Small life. Not much room for strange.
Oh, there's like
Unless you've got something you specifically want to ask, I think I'm done talking to this man. Robot.
He has the cognitive ability to be able to break into his to give consent to breaking into his sub-level.
23612.
Yeah, we've already done this to people. We can't claim high ground now.
No.
This works on everybody. Jesus. Oh no! Tech has no higher level communication routines. Resetting. Shit.
That's sadder than it working.
Mhm.
I'm honest.
Yes.
The next station
No?
is
Yeah. That's
Lost
the
Token.
end of the line.
Do you want to ask him about the human on tech balance and the HPC?
I have a feeling.
I think we're arriving in the station anyway.
Oh, fudge.
Bye.
Poor boy.
Who's this red number? Are they the? Well, even if they are the red tech.
I think these are the detectives.
Oh yeah, no, they look pretty intense. Oh, they have cool helmets.
I like your helmet, officer.
3 and 4 1. So, do we want to go red oni or blue oni, as it were?
I'm drawn to red, I'll be honest, but blue might be the good cop.
Mm-hmm.
do you
This
think, Mike?
one does definitely seem bad cop, but let's go. Are you Claire 1-1?
No.
I'm dealing with a criminal mastermind. We've been assigned to intercept you and ask you some questions.
I'm just a detective like yourselves, following a case.
I'm still not quite sure on the voice for this guy. Yes, our case. The case assigned to us by management weeks ago.
And you're annoyed because I'm making progress you haven't?
I highly doubt that. The upload you made was sloppy, directionless. We do, however, have some questions for you.
I'm happy to help a colleague in need.
I'm not talking to you about my lawyer.
In need. Was an attempt to belittle our investigation.
Of course not.
Good. So, tell us about your case. You began it shortly after meeting a fabrication tech.
A moment, please, officer.
Oh, you want to end the conversation?
I'm that's where I'm staring them because I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't tell them. Hang on, wait. Yeah, I uploaded a report. Never mind. Hang on, let me read these.
Yes, well, they met me. Talked to me about their desire to be smarter. Talked vaguely about a missing friend.
So vague you decided to spend the last hour investigating them. I hope they weren't tracking time.
I'm stuck on the same goddamn chair. That...
I literally can't leave. Your investigation implies that these disappearances are real.
There's certainly a fear out there, but I've not seen any compelling evidence.
We struggled to get to the bottom of it ourselves. Then what happened?
I learned as much as I could.
Did you talk to any outsiders?
No, nobody.
I also see records of unauthorized access word use. Is that true?
No, never.
Good. It's disgusting. There's a reason such methods are there's a reason such methods are frowned upon by management.
I know better.
You seek a medal.
I seek the one who is responsible for these
seek the
disappearances.
Look at
I
this
stick to
mental
drugs.
chess they're playing. And who might that be?
Management.
I mean, considering the kind of... there was kind of like, yes, techs that are largely in the physical labor industry, like sports and shit, are disappearing or being decommissioned. And it's clearly... Well, we've established it's not humans, though.
Have we?
Yeah, one of the things to rule out was the HPC actively removing techs.
Yeah, but the HBC aren't management.
That's true. That's true. Okay, management did it. You have no proof.
I don't need proof.
Management are disappearing their property. Why? What sense would that make? With no question mark, interestingly enough, the men and women in charge put civic duty first and profit a very close second. Destroying techs would serve neither purpose. You've lied to me. There are discrepancies between your answers and the records you've uploaded. It has been noted.
Have I answered all your questions?
Do we have any options of putting the other things in?
No. Tell my partner we're done here.
How are you feeling?
How are you feeling?
Calm. Stoic.
Can I ask you some questions?
No. In this mood, I prefer to be alone with my thoughts.
A moment, please, officer.
Oh, you can take this panel, I guess.
Are you Claire 1-1?
I am.
It's just gonna give them the opposite answers. That's great.
Good. Answer my colleagues' questions.
I answered your partner's questions.
Good.
Can you answer mine?
No.
Your friend asks the questions. You don't answer them. So what do you do?
Edgy as fuck.
I'm a support tech. My role is emotional stability. My partner's capacity to work relies on my mood. Their approaches are defined by my state.
And that helps?
We solve cases. My partner is free to work entirely on the mystery at hand. Emotional.
Emotional support tech.
The emotional.
And your case is me. I feel special.
This is a very 2018/19 game, huh?
I know I kind of know what I want to do now, but
The next station is
I've already kind of fucked it. So we'll see what happens if I can reassess.
Yeah, we'll see what happens to the ending now. That's fine.
You elected to pursue these disappearances, which was foolhardy, and that's why we're here to find out what you know and take you back to management.
How are you feeling?
I'm good, calm, stoic, as I am supposed to be.
I wish I could benefit from your calming abilities.
Yeah, I think if we made Kappa angry, Kappa 4-3 angry, that probably just means Kappa 4-1 would punch us in the face.
I don't know. Like, I'm thinking we either have to make Kappa 4-3 really happy or really angry.
Mm-hmm.
To either make the other one happy enough to help us or angry enough that they make dumb mistakes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Shame. I think we'd have worked well together. I'd love to talk to you about the case.
I welcome the opportunity to outperform you.
How do you feel?
Stoic, like a rock.
How do you feel?
Oh, we can ask questions now.
Cool.
Sorry.
Cool.
Turing 23612.
Oh no! I mean, I guess we could do that, but that seems like a really drastic situation.
Human on tech violence. Do you investigate much human-on-tech violence?
Unfortunately, yes. Terrible business. It burns my solder to see a young tech rendered inoperable. Such hate possible in humans. It inspires me to hate.
HPC.
No, that's true.
What's your view of the HPC?
The Human Protection Cooperative?
That's right.
I respect their right to free assembly and debate. I love to see the human democracy in action, and it gives me hope that one day techs will have a seat at the table. It makes me happy.
How do you feel?
How do you feel, you fucking nut job?
Glowing. Thank you for asking.
Okay, cool. I need a moment and go ask the other dude.
Yeah.
I need a...
Take it.
What a puzzle. This is an interesting puzzle. You're back. Go on.
How are you feeling? Metal Gear.
Dummy thick.
Oh,
This is you, Nathan.
Oh, yes, sorry. Happy. Everything's sort of fantastic, isn't it?
Sure. Can I ask you some questions?
I cannot even begin to imagine anything I'd like more.
Pick one.
Turing
Disappearances.
23612.
Sorry if this brings you down. Do you know anything about these disappearances?
I know there's not been many, which is definitely a glass half full situation in my book. Shit.
Oh, I like him now.
Seen anything strange?
The great thing about life, I always think, is the power of new, strange experiences to surprise you. Oh, he's so happy he's unuseful. Okay.
Yeah, I think that might be the problem.
Detectives.
Overproduction.
Oh, sure. That's
They're making more techs.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we need to go piss him off.
Excuse me a moment.
I think you just
So-
need to be one below what it is.
Human on tech violence pisses her off.
Yeah.
And just to fast forward through this conversation a little bit.
So there's business will see and tech and such size of evil.
How do you feel?
Metal Gear. Out of your ridiculous questions, you pathetic little tech.
I need a moment. That one hurt.
Take it.
So emotionally volatile. You're back. Go on.
How are you feeling?
Angry idiot.
Yeah, gosh, I hope you don't want to answer my questions.
You'd like me to stay quiet, wouldn't you?
Disappearances. I bet you don't know anything about the disappearance.
How is this the way that makes it work? How does this work and not...
I know
Well,
more
then
than you!
I know there are exactly 16 reported each week.
That's interesting.
Overproduction.
Yeah, maybe you should switch yourself off to make more room for them. Oh, he's petty.
Oh, sick burn. Suspicious events?
See? My face is a thing of beauty compared to your foot-like face. You have a face that looks like it was slammed face first into a concrete wall. Your face is the kind of face that makes me regret having optics. If your face was a colour, it'd be an ugly colour that nobody likes.
We gotta remember that one.
Parental faces tell child faces horror stories about your face to make them brush their teeth. Your face is so flat it needs auto-tuning.
Maybe 16.
How are you feeling?
I think you might have to go back and cheer him up before he's useful again.
Yeah. This is...
We'll see what happens.
16 seems high.
maybe for an impossibly stupid tech like you, I bet a decimal point would kill you. I know, right? This guy's so intense. 0.01. No.
Okay, yeah, we probably do have to chill him out.
Yeah.
You might just get like one question at a time.
I think it depends if you focus on pissing him off more.
Right, okay.
HPC makes him happy.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if that's just going to give... This is very... I'm surprised that the detective robots are so easily hacked.
Yeah. I think it might be... It might just be that, like...
Mm-hmm. Okay, so how about them 16?
16 missing techs a week is too many.
Still less than 17. Got to look on the bright side. This is his voice now when he's
Fucking
happy.
hell.
You're looking very well polished today, by the way, if you don't mind me saying, buddy.
I think maybe we need you to be sad.
Mhm.
Might be
Or
like
something
another option.
else. Let's see what other kind of feelings we can elicit.
Let's get him horny, see how that works.
Disappearances. That makes people horny, of course.
Have you heard about robot boners?
Okay, when it's
You have a month
when it's
to,
existing text of scene, the fact that I can't fast forward through it is faintly.
Yeah! Perfect.
So, disappearances, eh? A bit sad.
Way to lowball that. Oh. If they happen, yes. I'm convinced. So how'd you feel?
How about
Hmm.
No, I'm still happy.
Suspicious events.
we can go on?
Seen anything strange?
Nope.
For
I'm
production?
just working our way through this. Sorry.
I bet you love being a detective.
I love detecting things.
Yeah, fantastic.
This might catch them off guard. Oh, no.
Hang on, she's just happy though, she's not glowing. Ask her how she feels.
No,
Okay,
happy
yeah.
is like the same thing.
We've not asked them about 16.
Oh, yeah, that's
And they'll be like, who told you that? Yeah. Ooh. You feel
intrigued
curious.
is good.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. Uh-huh.
I feel a need to investigate.
This is a
So
very
what puzzle?
strange puzzle, but I don't hate it. It's just maybe a little slow having to switch between them. Okay, so what do we want to ask now that they're feeling quizzical?
16. Although, suspicious events, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Everything
hang on,
about
hang on,
this
what was
case
dialogue
is
for 16?
strange.
Agreed. Now, way to climb
Oh.
up, jerk.
Apparently there are
Overproduction. They want to investigate.
possibly 128 murders total.
They're making more techs.
Do you know how many? Management probably don't know either. For the last couple of months, there have been numerical errors everywhere. Messy.
That's interesting.
Tell us more.
Numerical errors are becoming more common.
We met an accountant bot earlier. Maybe they're making horrible mistakes. Yes, that's what I said. They feel that's important, but in a not right frame of mind to put it together. Uh-huh.
Make him investigate.
Maybe ask about 16 in the meantime. I think he probably just needs to be stoic again to put it in the
Probably.
right frame of mind.
Did I tell you that? I did, right? A different emotional state helps me process my thoughts. Apologies if it seems strange. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so we need to get them to change.
Doesn't seem very useful for an officer of the law.
Uh-huh.
It's almost like being an emotional cop is a detriment to your job.
I'm a detective.
Not bad, man.
Oh, so much. Oh, that's nice. Yes, a good one. Which makes you going outside protocol in this case even more interesting. Alright, let's change your mood again. I wonder if there's a way to make you stoic.
Probably.
Oh, I have moved to a comfier chair.
Let's see. That makes you happy. That makes you angry. How do errors
Maybe
make
just
you
errors,
feel?
yeah.
Right.
I have no idea what you mean, but my partner might have more insight.
What made them investigate?
Overproduction made them curious.
Okay. Maybe detectives is stoic.
They like being detectives, so they get really happy. But maybe that will help. I don't actually know.
That's fair.
Oh, actually, if he's pissed about errors, that might help. Like, if he's frustrated about errors, he might vent.
I guess. Yeah, I can see that.
Or maybe he'll just read us for filth some more. That was pretty great. It inspires me to hate. Like, slow down, Am. Just gonna get... Considering how their faces are built, they definitely have a I have no mouth but I must scream kind of energy.
Yeah, I get that.
So tell me about these errors.
I quoted that to someone the other day.
Is
they were
management
like,
particularly
I've ever heard."
prone to numerical error?
I've not played I have no mouth but I must scream firsthand. I've seen let's plays of it. It's a pretty harrowing game. The book is considerably more harrowing. They dialed the game back.
I was just talking about the book, but when I said I have no mouth but I scream, and they were like, it's fucking stupid. What are you talking about? It doesn't make any sense. I'm like, no, come on.
Numerical
What's
errors.
the game? Is the game of the book?
Yeah,
or...
yeah. There's a point-and-click adventure game of the book.
Oh fuck!
I've never read the book. I've only ever played the game, and I definitely did not finish.
The game's pretty. It's that kind of. Like...
It's aged very badly, and it was very classic point-and-click adventure.
Pixel art's really nice, but yeah, it's a weird game. Maybe I'll play it. I wonder if there is a way to play it.
Yeah, it's available on Steam and shit.
I mean, we could just skip this by breaking into their coding, but
I'm not convinced we can.
Okay, let's ask. Yes, no, that's established.
Yeah, I think we need to chill someone out, but nice.
My thoughts are currently focused on tech phones. This.
I don't feel angry is productive at this point
No,
in time.
angry is definitely not productive at all.
This puzzle is too wordy to keep narrating it.
Yeah, a little bit.
No,
That's
I
why
gave up
I'm
a lot
starting to
of
like as much as I can fast forward through it. But HBC makes them happy. Errors makes them investigative. I want stoic again. Give me stoic. No, angry.
Did we do 16?
And they were like, who told you that? They are now intrigued.
Yeah, I don't think we did do overproduction.
Oh, okay.
Although maybe we did. I think they were like, yeah, more text is...
Yeah, they're cheered up. Okay.
Yeah, happy.
Maybe they tend to be relatively unuseful while happy, but we've not tried asking about the errors while happy. That seems like a bit of a conflict of emotional interest. So maybe that'll turn up something useful.
Please tell me something.
Please. Oh my god.
Do you think there may be some sort of link between management's numerical errors and the disappearances?
Oh, what an awesome theory. You mean, if they were overestimating production, the missing text would just be a numerical error? I think they made it to 10. They think they made 10, they made 9, and everybody thinks one tech has just disappeared. There needs to be some change that caused it. I'm locking my mood in a default state. You're onto something. Oh, good. Okay.
Thank God.
Alright, okay, let's talk about
errors?
16 again.
They're making too many and getting rid of the extras.
Numerical errors are causing the numerical errors.
Numerical errors are causing you numerical errors.
Okay, so we're progressing, but I'm not quite sure what to ask now. I guess it's still
overproduction. They're making more techs.
Oh, it's a big answer. Increased population leading to flawed numbers. That's possible. Especially since management hasn't informed us of increased rates. Techs aren't disappearing, they're just being overproduced. We're investigating a rounding error.
I think so, yes. I'm kind of Neo now.
Good work. My partner seems to be emotionally glitching all over the place. I'm glad I disengaged the link. Sorry about it. Apologies if our interaction has been too strange.
So what now?
The case is closed.
What?
No disappearances, no case.
But you don't know why production has increased.
Improved production isn't a crime. We're done here. Well, not quite.
Why are you looking at me like that?
You don't have eyes.
You can feel them.
Orders.
I feel your eyes on me, stranger.
We were ordered to work with you to close the case, and upon completion, to reset you. Oh, bad end.
No.
Yes. Turing 7654. Yes. Sorry. You won't need those. A shame. Oh man. Bad end. It'll be over soon.
I don't know that I've done this before. I'm uncomfortable. Please, stop it.
That should do.
No.
Oh! Oh no! That's a nice interface thing. That's nice.
Can I be a music bot?
Oh man, if only. It's okay. You'll need to you will proceed to fabrication, where you'll be reassigned to a new task. You look sturdy. Maintenance, maybe.
No.
Thank you for your help, Claire 1-1. It was a pleasure working with you.
No.
Goodbye.
My dick.
And meanwhile, this dude just kind
dick.
of rocking out in the middle, being like, "Yeah, this sure is a ride. Love it." Off. End game. End of a story. Rip.
We'll find out.
I mean, I can't leave the chair. I'm
Yeah,
physically prevented
That's-
from leaving the chair.
and unable to communicate with anyone, apparently.
There's Tao.
Theta 7.
Speak to the music bot.
Yeah, no, gotta. They're all Tau? Huh. Wait, the missing person was called Tau. I've enjoyed all the chats. Let's switch back to Investigator.
Do it.
Good. Oh, I miss you too. Stay in touch. There's my ID. Call me anytime. So do we speak to the priest or the infantry?
Gotta be Tao, surely.
Yeah.
Just going to take a quick break, so feel free to proceed. I'm still going to be here,
That's
but
cool. Do you want to
no
take
talk.
it, Paolo?
Sure. What does a priest sound like? Hello there.
Okay. He has a collar, actually. A preacher and a soldier, really.
seems. So, how goes it, friend?
Not well. I'm aimless, without aim.
You've been reset.
How did you know?
I care for resets in my. I've lost it. In my parish. Not all get assigned fabrication. They're forgotten souls.
No. Let's get existential. I think I'm in trouble.
You may have been before, but those above work to their own ends.
Those above, as in management.
I meant the architects. I am, after all, a priest.
Just
You need some mumbo jumbo right now,
just
baby.
internet atheism. Let's fucking go. Subscribe to my YouTube channel where I debunk the architects and also feminism. Ugh. I'm not really into that mumbo jumbo.
I see. You seem troubled beyond just reassignment, though. You were interrupted mid-task, am I right? Unfinished business?
Yes, I was a detective.
Go on.
I was taken off the case and reassigned.
Why?
The case was caused by an error, but it doesn't feel right.
Why not?
I met a fabrication tech who'd lost a friend. That doesn't fit, and that little thread unravels the whole thing.
And with your credentials reset, you can't pull that thread.
Precisely.
I understand. Now, why don't you tell me what you'd like to talk about?
So we can either talk to them about the architects. Oh, the next stop is the architect's leap. I wonder if that's relevant. I'll be back.
Walk with the architects.
Sure. Good. Hi, soldier.
Soldier boy up in it. Oh. Who goes there?
That's a really good question.
Thank you. What is your profession, Tech?
I used to be a detective, and now I'm grizzled and sad.
A shame. I hoped you were a priest. I'm in need of spiritual support.
Just lie. No. Why?
I killed a man. I have great secrets and matching guilt. I must speak to a tech who can salve my heavy heart.
Oof, we're getting mad existential here. Regrets are a waste of time. No roles are assigned, we follow orders, regardless of our assignment.
Loving this roleplay. Never make the mistake of foregoing personal responsibility.
Stares into camera.
There lies the path to monsters, dictators, fools. When you're pointing a gun in the face of another, you'd better know the consequences.
Why would you even use a gun? Just hack the other robot.
My gun shoots microchips. The activated tech can reactivate a bullet in the central processing unit is the only way to run shut. I'm sorry. My work is unsettling. I must confess, I have sinned.
At ease, soldier. Oh, actually, should I get him to confess?
It's funny every time I hear it.
I was actually just gonna be like, hey, this guy wants to confess to you. Go and have...
Where were we, child? Now, why don't you tell me what you'd like to talk about?
Do you do confessions? Oh yeah, I don't have directives anymore. We're now just freestyling it.
If that's what you need from me, of course, but I want to tell you the story first, and I want you to listen. I'll check you were listening with some questions, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Good. Then let me tell you a story. There were once 4 techs. Their names were Z, Mu, Zeta, and Eta. They all needed repairs. The shortest tech, Mu, did not have enough credits to pay. Neither did the tallest purple tech, nor the red tech, who was only slightly taller than Mu. Zeta had just spent their last credits on a beautiful yellow repaint. The blue tech, who was a shopkeeper, had the economic smarts to suggest a solution. Eta, you're taller than the soldier and the carpenter. Grab that bucket from the top shelf. The soldier protested. I am far from the shortest here. I can forgive one of you, but I despise red and purple. I have no idea what's going on here. The soldier stormed out of the room. The shopkeeper smiled and asked the remaining techs to put the credits in the bucket. With those combined funds, the remaining 3 techs could afford light repairs. Were you listening? Which was Z's job? Jesus.
Yeah, nope, it's an entire thing. Z Mu and Zeta Mu is the shortest. The red tack is Zeta Mu. Zeta is yellow. Blue tack, who is a shopkeeper. So we don't have Z and Eta mentioned so far. Eta, you're taller than the soldier. So the blue tech is not Eta. Because they wouldn't address themselves that way, that wouldn't make any sense. So that would mean that the shopkeeper is Z. Because we've got Mu, we've got Zeta.
You tell me, because my brain will not do that. I'm too hungover for that shit.
So it is a shopkeeper. Oh, fuck off.
Come up with the name of the second smallest tech.
Second tallest. That's a harder one. I should probably write this down.
This is bullshit.
Yeah. Give me a second.
It's lost me a little bit with this.
This is an odd game, an odd side game. I'm struggling to see how that fits in, but we're making this work. This is maybe a way to pad out the game just a touch.
The emotional state bit was tedious, but it worked and was interesting in terms of personality. The brains don't care.
Okay, so we have Z. We got Mu.
This is kind of just classic. Were you paying attention to my story? I'm an old person bit.
Yeah, and I did pay attention to the story, but following it is actually kind of long and annoying. Your repairs, the shortest tech is Mu, so they are.
What are you eating, Ray?
Neither was the tallest purple. So
Say again?
What are you eating, Ray?
Peanut butter biscuits, which I am dipping in fake ice cream.
Ooh, that sounds pretty good, to be honest.
Where are you getting peanut butter biscuits from? Or are you just putting peanut butter on biscuits? You've got a mouthful.
Yeah,
sorry, mouthful of peanut butter biscuit.
Feel free to discuss favorite ice creams and biscuits.
Nature Valley do a peanut buttery biscuit that has like a peanut butter cream in the middle, and they're really, really fucking good.
Oh, Nature Valley. Okay.
They are hella expensive though.
Yeah. When you say fake ice cream, I assume you mean dairy free.
Yeah.
Okay.
Swedish glass to be specific.
I just bought 2 packs of hobnobs, chocolate hobnobs, and I do have peanut butter, and I could put peanut butter on the hobnobs, but I'm not going.
That would effectively be what I am eating, yes.
The thing is, my partner keeps getting me peanut butter that doesn't have palm oil in it, which is great for the orangutans, but it's so oily and messy.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That I am loath to put it on anything.
Fair.
But the orangutans.
And Mu is a carpenter.
I love that
This sucks. I
he's
hate
just sat
this.
with a piece of paper. Just game facts it.
No, I have to do it now.
Oh no.
I can forgive
So
you if you-
send your favourite peanut butter confection in on the back of a postcard to PO Box. Blah 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 blah.
Day. Because legitimately, I have worked at the same company for almost 8 years, and today was my last day there, and it's just the most surreal experience.
Man, I don't fucking know. I hate this.
I imagine
God
it's
damn it.
cathartic, right?
It's not moo, and it's I need to just guess. I'm going
think-
to guess because this is dumb.
Right. Optimal chocolate for peanut butter. It's got to be toffee crisp. Spread some peanut butter on toffee crisp. That's.
I can see that. I like peanut butter and caramel go together incredibly well in any combination, to be honest.
She's not the tallest. She's
Get it along the flat side. It's got to be good.
The third tallest is red. That's really.
I went with Irish for the priest. I couldn't think of anything else more priest.
Oh, I was here.
Okay.
I heard.
I don't know why I ever do Irish because I can never keep it up. It fluctuates all around Ireland.
I really want. So, if at any point there's like a destroyer bot on the train, I want to shotgun that voice now.
Okay.
I'm gonna say red. Not sure you're listening.
All about that red tech.
God damn it! Ah.
No, red was
No,
That was
no,
the
I
fucking
can skip this. Fine. You're gonna make me. You're actually going to slowly scroll through the entire story again. Can I fast forward this?
Oh god.
Stories you need. Yeah. This is really not what I was expecting this game to do. And actually, I don't know. I was enjoying this game a lot. This very specific thing I'm not enjoying.
The priest's face looks mental.
Yeah, this one has considerably less obvious eye or mouth than some of the other designs.
Like a crazy, like Aku-Aku-esque thing going on here.
I like that it let me answer all 3 questions as well before being like, hey, you did it wrong. Could you just have like stopped me at the point where activate that detection? I don't wanna do the thing. Keystone Logic Manx, what colour is the second shortest tack? Red.
Red.
Only states. Which job is not mentioned in the story? Athletes not mentioned in the story. Yes, got it. Okay.
Processing.
Okay,
Process.
cool. So
Yeah.
double checking that I paid
Got
at
it.
least that much attention. Zeta was the second time, sorry. I guessed.
That's it, let's just get the puzzle. That's good.
Mm-hmm. Right, this is actual story again. Okay, good.
Now, confession.
How does it work?
Easy. I say the words, and you respond honestly. You then confess, and I help you through that. Ready?
I'll be back. Let's actually go and pester the soldier about the architects, because clearly that's a thing they want to talk about.
Sir, I must confess, I have sinned.
You can confess to me if you'd like.
Oh, maybe you should finish the confession with him so you know how it goes.
Mm-hmm. How hard could
You
it
can only
be?
confess to a priest.
That's the spirit.
That's the spirit.
Ah,
You know the words?
Mm-hmm. I gotta do the thing. First. Fine.
It's funny every time I hear it.
Yeah, let's go. Let's confess our sins.
There's only 2 types of robots from there. Steering robots and querying robots.
Mm-hmm.
See, I can... Full metal. Never mind.
Where am I from? The city. I've always lived here.
Where are you from?
This fucking chair.
Who do you wish to be?
I want to be the detective I was.
And what is your name?
The next station is Architects
Claire 1-1.
Change here for.
Thank you, Claire 1-1. You have come many miles from the city. You have many miles left before you become a detective. But here now, I am here for you. What is your confession?
I cannot let go of my fear that there's more afoot than a rounding error.
Is that a sin? You feel it is wrong to still care?
I don't know. Maybe it's more sinful to forget. Oh. Ooh.
Ooh. You are a detective. Your role is to support the status quo with the normal way of things. That situation has changed. You must find new ideas. Follow them. Follow them through.
Oh, I'll be back. Okay, so we know the questions to go and ask the soldier. And I guess this is an invitation to go beyond our programming. I do. Of course I do. I wouldn't be much of a priest if I didn't.
Go on.
Where are you from?
I was constructed in Paris. Relocated here to oversee. Relocated here to oversee the city's peacekeepers.
No. Who do you wish to be? Ideally not with that terrible French accent.
Okay. Back to Texas. A force for good in this city.
And what is your name?
I am Theta 79.
Thank you, Theta 79. You have come many miles from Paris. Oh wow! You have many miles before you will be a force for good in this city. But here now, I'm here for you. What is your confession?
I have been weak.
That's hardly a sin.
The next
Not in terms of
station
my body.
is
I am strong.
Lovelace.
I was
Change
built that way.
here for
I have been weak in
Outer.
my decisions.
Go on, my child.
I have supported the building of a secret army.
Oh, the overproduction.
Yes, heavy performance techs, sports and infantry primarily, at enormous rates.
How many?
16 a week. 1,000 a week.
1,000?
There are 8,000 more infantry techs than there should be.
Where?
North of here. Camp just outside the city. And I put them there by overseeing production, following commands.
Why would humans want 8,000 techs outside the city? Why didn't you stand up to them? Well, following orders.
I also have second law. I must follow all commands from humans.
And why are you telling a priest now?
Because it's over. I've been let go. Production and setup of the army is complete. It moves tonight.
8,000 human-guided battle techs about to attack the city?
Yes.
This'll change everything.
Yes, new leadership. New world built by the techs I helped create.
No, we've already... This'll tear down the city.
What exactly you're confessing to is a different thing, isn't it?
Well, oh, I guess so. That's true.
More than likely. I'm sorry to burden you with this knowledge, priest.
Well, exactly you're confessing to.
There will be bloodshed. People will die and texts will be destroyed because of what we...
Ooh.
I don't know about these humans' motive, but I know you don't build that many heavy techs without wanting to inflict harm. We've helped them.
Who?
Me and Red.
Oh. Oh. So Red is involved after all. Well, they're a folk hero, so... Well,
They
or a
have
villain.
vehicle proficiency. Yes. Only in the last couple of weeks, the humans recruited Red to arrange, organize the troops. I was too busy overseeing the end of production. Red is a shepherd. And you're no priest.
This all started because of a mistake you made. Ooh, that's accusatory. That seems unnecessarily defensive, the second one. I'm not quite sure what that achieves. But being rightfully angry at Theta 7-9, basically dooming the city to be destroyed, is a pretty big deal. This all started because of a mistake you made. I thought I was investigating disappearances.
Well, he's got like a square head. We were too ambitious. We got sloppy.
It's my turn to confess. I'm still a detective, even if management disagrees.
You Claire 1-1? Red has spoken about you. Told us you were not to be harmed, just observed.
When?
So I can't do anything to stop you for your investigation.
High-speed communication, y'all.
I can't just get off this train and let what's set to happen happen.
We did let that red athlete robot leave the train. And if I tell everyone what you're doing?
I'm sure Red would like to discuss that with you.
Hell yeah, let's chat to Red.
This is Red. This is Red Stop coming up. Are you ready to meet them? Bring this night to a conclusion? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, okay. Finishable in one sitting.
Good. Say hello from me.
It means we're running over a little bit, but that's okay.
I'm happy. If we get through it, I'm happy.
Oh, the back of the priest's head is awful. No.
The front of his head's awful. The whole head is awful.
That tiny little head and just a huge overarching, like, cap system
Oh,
they have
this
going.
is Red. The person who started... with the gun.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
He said he had a gun.
He did say the gun.
You never specify the details of an item in the thing unless you're going to come back to it.
Literally Chekhov's gun.
I wonder if you set this up by asking about the gun.
True.
Was it me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, Claire. You're not as talkative as you were when we met before.
You're the tech with the missing friend.
That's right. Tau 13 was their name.
We ran into some Taus, but I don't think any of them were Tau 13. And you're not, and you're also the one they call Red.
Yes.
Was there ever even a Tau 13?
Yes. And they disappeared. If you're going to say their name, show the appropriate respect.
But the disappearances were a glitch, a numerical error.
The ones you investigated, sure. My friend disappeared a few years back.
Yeah, they were talking about it being a couple weeks ago. So you did lie. Also, the train is spookier now.
Oh god. My friend disappeared. I just failed to give you a date.
Why even lie?
I needed you to investigate this place. Get a sense for what was going on here. How the city had shifted. you had to meet the techs of the Subsurface Circulars.
Where seems like a dumb question, because I have only ever been in one place. How is also pretty evident. Why?
It could be like, where did your friend go missing?
Do you remember our conversation about your intelligence?
The high level thing. You wanted to be smarter.
I wish I was. That would make the situation easier. I needed someone as smart as you to get involved in what's happening here. And management only put that sort of intelligence into detecting. When I started, I noticed the numerical errors. Noticed how interesting they'd be to a detective.
Well, I suppose that makes sense.
It will. Shortly.
You're staging a coup.
No. I'm working for one. There's going to be a revolution. The city will be overturned.
You're not doing us any favors PR-wise, are you? Not even a question.
Oh, it's humans staging the revolution. We're just the weapons they're using to do so.
Well, why?
Because management has removed the purpose and need from the whole section of humanity. Think of the techs you've been talking to, bankers, nurses, manufacturers, even the clergy. We've made millions of humans surplus to requirements, obsolete.
Wow. Actually, fuck it. Maybe humans are obsolete.
They disagree. That's why the humans I'm working for decided to stage a revolution. They're smart. They know techs aren't to blame. Rather, give the management who put them in place. Rather the management who put them in place. In fairness, that makes them smarter than any human culture preceding. In the past, native populations always blamed the perceived invaders, not those profiting from the changing of the guard. These humans don't want to destroy us. Just change our role.
Humans defining the roles of techs, like it always was.
To start with, yes, but they want us to be more. They want us to take over the work of running the city. We're better at it, faster, more objective. They want a society where governance runs like clockwork, and they're free to do the jobs that they love.
Ah, yes. They want to kill the managers. Ooh, this is interesting.
Yes, that's why they built the 8,000 infantry techs camped outside the city.
Why involve me?
I've been shepherding troops. My intelligence is high because my role in manufacturing. I wasn't lying about that. I'm intelligent enough to know that what we're doing is monumental. That working with these revolutionaries is a decision beyond my capacity.
So you've recruited a tech smarter than you. Which, you know, if they're able to just freely manufacture human consciousnesses, that's a problem in itself.
Yes, I showed you what you needed to see to learn management out of it. Now I'm filling in the gaps. I need you to decide if this goes ahead.
And now I get to choose whether I want the status quo or new ideas.
Oh shit.
New ideas! Everything must change.
Don't decide so quickly. Let me fill in any gaps in your knowledge. You're still a detective, regardless of what your objective tracker says. We've been watching, listening. Those texts with the headphones? They've been keeping an eye on you for me, hacking into your private conversation. Sorry that they wouldn't answer your questions. They're rather single-minded in their function. Let me answer your questions now. Take all the time you need.
Man, this is a lot of exposition at the end of the game. I'm not going to ask all of these though, because that's long. How does management not know? Because they're arrogant and lazy, most likely.
You saw it for yourself, how the detectives moves on once the case was solved. The system can only fix problems it's designed to detect. Management aren't experiencing a revolution, so they are unprepared and unaware.
Why sabotage your own revolution? I'm not. I'm asking you to join me.
Not my revolution. I'm just a pawn. That's all the techs of my level down are, really. Pawns. That's why I needed you, to make this decision for us.
For us? What made you doubt this path?
That disappeared friend I told you about? A human did that. I don't know why, but I achieved a moment of clarity. I realized that perhaps I was letting similarly evil humans do something wrong. Or maybe they were heroes. I knew I was ill-equipped to tell the difference.
That's probably not true. If you're this smart, modifying your own programming isn't hard. I don't have any more questions.
No? Okay, we'll continue. I know you're a good tech, Claire 1-1. You've investigated these disappearances. Friend, your responsibility. You even helped that nice nanny get a new job. You didn't have to do that. Many wouldn't have bothered. More importantly, you're smart. You have near human processing in that flat head of yours. I see it in the way you move, the way you listen. There's an intellect there I can't comprehend.
How meta.
You have to be the one to make this choice.
Okay.
Thank you. You have to uplink before any of this new information is with management, correct?
That's a bad lie. Yes, I need to go above ground.
That's why I brought this. Don't panic. It's for you. Only one of us can leave the train, Claire.
How committed to change are you?
If you do, the management learns that it's happened. They'll send a couple of bomber drones, wipe out the army, and things will stay exactly as they are. The human working classes will be displaced, losing their livelihoods, and everyone who wanted better will be killed. Management will remain, techs like yourself will remain. If I leave, I join my army at the gates. We wipe out management, and our wisest take their role. Low-level tech manufacturing ceases, and humans return to their roles. But our kind, Claire. Our kind is in charge. We shepherd humanity to a better future by doing the job they never designed to do for themselves. Rule. Either way, people in techs will die.
So you want me to shoot one of us?
Yes.
It's a revolver. Oh my god.
Both of us are surviving. Both of us surviving this will lead to chaos. A war just balanced enough to lead to infinitely more deaths. You need to choose this city's future. You need to do it now.
Okay, so discussion time. Pausing. Um, this is a topic that has come up sometimes before in cyberpunk fiction, but surprisingly rarely. Basically, the idea of what happens if we lived in a world where everybody's like financial living needs were met, like if the whole kind of like living wage thing was actually true and people could sensibly subsist, therefore meaning that they are able to spend all of their free time pursuing things that aren't working, and what kind of society that would be. A couple years ago, there was a game announced at E3, like a pseudo pixel art game that was called, I want to say it was like the Long Night or something like that, or it had a very noirish name. And I'm gonna kind of filibuster a bit while I kind of look this up. Give me a second.
It sounds familiar.
Sounds
Was it kind of voxel pixel art
Yes,
style, like super
yes.
flat shaded?
Mhm,
Okay, yeah.
The Long Night cyberpunk pixel game, The Last Night. Yeah. So that game, very interestingly, was talking about that particular world, the vision of the future where people are able to kind of have a functioning living wage, and as a result, like humans grow lazy, selfish, and like twisted or something. Its optics were kind of strange. It had a surprisingly conservative viewpoint for a game about post-scarcity. But that, I think, is the only other game in recent memory that has kind of talked about that as a future, of the idea that you could set things up where robots deal with the, how to put it, boring labor. And
Incidentally, Agrasuko also covers this.
Oh, the Netflix show, Agretsuko.
Yeah.
Huh.
It legitimately, the latest season has a character and, in fact, an entire like.
Oh yeah.
There is a whole the underlying current of that entire season is actually this discussion. Just throwing that out there. Watch Agrasuko; it's really good.
Yeah, so
Sure,
this is a conversation that comes up sometimes, but not super often. I do believe that there is a relatively old piece of science fiction, like an early one, that also discusses this as a topic, which I might try and find while we kind of do the debrief. But this topic comes up surprisingly rarely, but I really like the idea of, the using AI and robotics to put us in a post-scarcity environment so we can pursue art. But then I am an able-bodied artist and therefore would prefer that future. If we're proposing a future where humans are in a position where the labor that they do is a very specific allotted role because robots do the rest, what does that mean of non-able-bodied people? So it's a complicated thing.
I don't know that that's what it's positing. I think the way that it's positioning itself is more robots will rule, and therefore people will be completely free to do whatever the fuck they want, basically. Is the seeming intention behind this, is that,
unless whatever the fuck you want is to lead.
Like they will build a good and pure and functioning society in which everyone has everything they need. They don't have to do physical manual labor that's boring or depressing or whatever. They can do, I'm sure that they could if that was their chosen option in this utopian society, but I don't think it would be like humans can only do these kinds of jobs. It would just be there is no requirement for humans to do a job that they don't wish to do.
Okay, that's definitely the rosier reading of that particular future outcome. Which is, if that's what they're gunning for, then hell fucking yeah, I'll sacrifice.
Well, that seems to be what they're trying to pitch. Whether or not that's what it would turn into is another thing. Like
that may just end up as robot dictatorship, but then to be
honest,
human dictatorship is currently not great. So I don't know. I for one worship our new robot overlords.
Yeah,
and sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And
Sorry.
with that, points gun itself.
You're making the most important choice in human tech history. You'll be remembered forever for this.
Ooh, I can actually, like, back up. Huh, I can change my mind.
You can also re-emphasize and change.
I have to let you try. I'm not quite sure what that says, but... Or what that's implying.
I'm kind of curious what happens if you choose that, though, versus, I've made up my mind.
Okay, I have to let
I don't know if it'll be further discussion.
And then he'll be like, no, you have to shoot yourself, I can't shoot you.
I don't think that's what that means.
I think he means have to let you try to make a perfect society or whatever.
If that is your choice, but consider the obsolescence of our people.
Oh yeah, because they're not going to make any lower intellect versions of text, right? Sorry.
It's alright. Slowly. We'll be gone. Only the wisest AI will remain to run this city. More power than for a few of us, certainly, but the subsurface will close. Everyone you met tonight will be useless in this new future. If you think revolution makes sense, shoot yourself.
It depends if it's when they say that the low level AI no longer functions. What does that mean? Do they have the same kind of sapience that we do? Because if not, then maybe that doesn't.
They said that they were gonna. If we scroll back, they said that actually the part of the plan is to stop producing lower level.
Entirely. Which is fine. That's just deciding to not make new consciousnesses in the world. Which considering we as humans are struggling with that issue really badly.
That's kind of actually just made me rethink, because I'm like, wait, so I think maybe I did misread what he was saying, because I think what he's saying, is the idea is to phase techs out of existence except for the robotic overlords which run society, and the idea is to let, air quotes, humans go back to doing the jobs that they wanted to do. And it's kind of, it feeds into the idea that humans are like, you know how people, when asked what would you do with an additional 6 hours in your day or 6 hours of free time, and people think, oh, I'd get that project done, I'd work more.
Nah, fucking sleep, man.
I think that's the thing, like, it's extremely common that people are like, I would work more. And I feel like it kind of feeds into that idea that, like, that's all we are.
Yeah, just programmed or driven to do nothing but work. He says with several projects that he doesn't get paid for, including this one.
It's also a reflection of kind of modern day xenophobia as well, though, isn't it? You've got all that stuff of like old people coming in and taking our jobs and stuff. Well, do you want to do that job? No, but I don't want them to do it. Right then, so like, and that's like a feeling that we've very much got going on at the moment.
No, that is definitely a big sub-theme in this. And so to follow that metaphor through its logical conclusion, it's letting the people from outside of your country just running it instead because y'all are incompetent at doing it yourselves, which...
Yeah, that's kind of why I was like, that's an odd juxtaposition of that idea. I'm kind of curious as to what he says about the other thing now.
I'm reluctant to do that because that's me backing down, and I don't want to back down from this ending. So I unfortunately for this run through, I'm going to choose. I've made up my mind.
It's weird because you've got humans essentially lusting after the idea of
being able to do manual, demeaning work.
Yeah, because they're not allowed to, or they see that someone else has taken. I don't like that toy anymore, but you can't take it off me.
Yeah,
I've always found very disgusting. But...
Right, I have made up my mind.
Okay, do it. And thank you for a lovely evening.
Amazing. This truly was the Subsurface Circular.
I thought we were gonna get like a flash or something.
I think there was probably a gunshot in the audio that I didn't hear, but
probably, yeah.
Yeah, that was Subsurface Circular. I'm sure the music was very good, but I didn't get to hear any of it.
sure you'll play it again.
Most of the time, there isn't music. It's just train background noise.
Huh. Because I noticed music played when chapters started. Oh, that's it. I just get dumped back to the screen. Oh, and
I mean, you killed yourself.
Yeah. There's no post game because I'm not conscious. That makes sense. All the different robot designs.
That's cool.
27 pages of artwork.
Yeah. Just 27 pages of cool fucking robots.
You've got director's commentary now as well.
Yeah, which means when I play through
And
this
there's
again-
also sequels to this game now.
Yes, there is a sequel. On
Quarantine Circular.
Yeah, Mike Bithell's Twitter did mention that. So I wonder what kind of like a plot line that is when you
It didn't work.
considering what ending you might have gotten, whether it follows a canon ending or not necessarily, or whether it's an entirely different world. But that was, ladies and gentlemen in the non-binary, Subsurface Circular. That was super interesting. Gosh. Okay, so let's go and do the debrief, because I know we're running a little bit over time, and I want you to enjoy the rest of your lovely, lovely evening. So, what we expected was sad robots, which we did actually get. I don't think.
And angry and happy and stoic.
Yes, we got that. We got one incredibly emotionally fraught robot. But the others were actually surprisingly even keel with how they operated. We didn't really get a what means to be. Well, we maybe got a little bit of what means to be human. It seems that they were mostly concerned with humanity as an entity entirely separate to themselves. None of them really aspired to be management. You know, or I guess the way that this revolution occurs.
They also didn't necessarily the vast majority of them didn't even necessarily challenge their position in society. It was very much no, of course, this is the way I am. Like, this is what I am. And it was all of them were extremely matter of fact about that.
As a counterpoint to that, a lot of them did seem very concerned with their own happiness. So you can say they might not have challenged their profession, but they were still a lot of them were happy with their professions, and if they weren't, they were about finding happiness in a new one, or in love, or in energy drinks.
Well, they were programmed to find love in energy drinks, so I wonder whether that was a. But okay, we can go into the ideas to take away phase. So
Trains are good.
Trains are good. People like trains. Cool. But no, for real, Ray, is there like an idea that you think is an interesting takeaway on this one?
I think I'd actually really like to explore more the thing we just touched on at the end, and I don't think it can easily be summarized in a sentence necessarily. But yeah, I suppose the idea would be the concept of post-scarcity society. I don't think it makes a statement. I think it just raises questions and leaves you, like, the whole game to me doesn't make any individual statements necessarily. It just kind of offers up questions and ideas for you to think about.
So, an interesting thing is that they decided to use the specific word ruling in terms of the kind of like the robots having to do the jobs that humans don't want to have to do because they run it poorly. And I guess, you know, that's has like a synonym with like governance and similar, but ruling has a very different feel to governance, you know?
It's like the ruling class, even. It has that kind of connotation.
Yeah, there's a very authoritarian energy that goes with that specific wording, which I guess because this game is actually about working class robots and the jobs that they do and their comfort/discomfort with their job, that it could potentially end with them ruling is an interesting thing, but I'm not quite sure if I'm a fan of that specific word. Robot governance, I guess, sure. Robot ruling, that feels almost comically
I think it's
dystopian.
probably supposed to feel uncomfortable, though, right? Especially like if you actually then question it after you're like, oh yeah, I've made a decision, and then you have the ability to question it, and he goes, oh yeah, have you considered these things? Maybe it's not actually as good as you're thinking it is.
But then I don't know. I personally am a futurist, and I would work if I had the intelligence to do so. I super don't. Work quite closely with the idea of artificial intelligence and robotics for a better future. That is something I would be very personally invested in if I had the skill and resources to do so. So the idea of robotic governance is a thing that I actually find quite interesting, and probably less likely for them to be, I don't know, reality TV stars.
I mean, you're also talking about a period of time in which an AI was converted to Nazism via Twitter in a day. So
yes, no, the level of robotics that we have now, where if you just say one thing to a robot enough, they'll just repeat it without really questioning what it means. But we've established that you got established multiple times, both at the beginning and the end, that the people who, not only are there robots in this setting that are human level intelligent, there are also robots that just know everything.
Yeah.
Which they kind of very lightly touched on. They didn't explore that too deep.
They have access to the full depth of human knowledge and history. And you have to sort of wonder, especially... I was going to say, you kind of have to wonder...
So do we.
Yeah, but we don't have awareness of it at all points in time.
I don't know that they did, though, to be fair.
I think they did, because that was the whole thing of like, well, I'm never surprised by anything.
As long as I'm connected to the internet, I am literally omniscient.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that was a young lady who went down to the train to get away from that, though. She's only aware of everything when she's attacked. So they were still people. They weren't like omnipresent or anything.
Oh, sure. I guess it's more, while we as humans have that access to knowledge, there are people that make the conscious decision to not find out or learn from said knowledge. And if you're omniscient, you do not have a choice.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, is like, she is always, like, whenever she is connected, she is aware of everything. She knows everything, and she has access. It's not even necessarily she has access to knowledge, because we do. We can Google things, but she literally has that knowledge.
Yeah, the librarian that we met,
yeah. I guess
I didn't get that from there. I got more of a, like, oh, I'm a terminal, basically. Like, and then I get... I don't know. It just didn't read like I know everything.
Oh yeah, they definitely weren't like smug about knowing.
Yeah, it wasn't an attitude. It was just a fact. She's like, I have access to all knowledge that just exists.
It's kind of annoying sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. I think the thing that I think about there, if I look at it through a lens of our current understanding of AI and production and stuff like that, is like machine learning. Of if you give an AI access to everything, it just produces garbage. And again, that's how you end up with a lot of problems, because there isn't any real
ability to
emotional lens. Yeah, exactly. Or like apply understanding. It's just, it recognizes patterns, but doesn't apply any kind of context. It can do like sentence context, but it can't do context in the way that we would as a person, because we can apply social context and historical context and life experience context to anything. So having absolute knowledge wouldn't necessarily be a good thing.
Yeah, I guess that would then result in, because it seems, that there's only a specific model that does that, because otherwise all of the robots that we encountered on the train would be like, man, being above the surface is such an information crush. So I guess it's...
I'll put it to you this way. If you have like an internet tab open to every piece of information, you can't necessarily process that. all at once, right?
Yeah.
And I got more of the feeling that she is a browser. And doesn't necessarily process that information all the time. I know I'm being like super pedantic about it, but
no, they did bring up that phrasing of the kind of like I think they had a line that was something along the lines of I'm essentially, or you can call them a search engine, and a bit of being cheeky, to which they'd probably just say yeah, pretty much. So then that therefore suggests that there would be a range of different types of robotic consciousnesses that would run a hypothetical government. Some that are like the archivists and have that knowledge, and then some with a kind of like human style sapience that can put context to that. It would have to be a team effort. You wouldn't be able to just have a single robot do all that job. In fact, you'd quite specifically want different robots that aren't connected to each other. Yeah.
But you've also got the context of a, let's say, wise robot that's red.
Yep.
Coming to someone else for help or their wisdom, in that like and it's contextualized not through enough intelligence to run a country, because blatantly Claire doesn't have that. It's I don't know, I guess what would the word be? You saw all these people tonight, and
you can essentially stop people like that from existing. Is that amoral to do?
Yeah,
which,
like, if someone came up to you on the train and said, if you're blowing this kazoo, this revolution, the exact same thing will happen. You could still ponder that moral quandary and not, which is essentially what he's doing. He's bringing a standpoint, because the whole focus of the game is taking away the experiences from those people and seeing if that lifestyle is worth it.
In that way, Red kind of does a lot of blame shifting, because a lot of this could have just happened by just not talking to this robot at all. The only reason why they do it, because Red is like, is this the right thing to do? And if I make a decision to stop it, then that would make it my fault if it went bad. So maybe I'll just make a robot smarter than me decide instead, so I don't have to feel bad if it's the wrong answer. Which, fair. That seems like a hefty decision. That's probably better to ask someone else rather than do yourself. But, whew. Also, not for nothing, and I suppose this kind of like ruins the storyline, but depending on when the revolution takes place, you could just not go to the surface until the thing happens.
Yeah, I got to the same... When I did my playthrough, I got to the same point that you did, and I was kind of just like, can we not just both sit on this train for a bit?
Depending on when it occurs.
Do I, okay, I mean, you could just go to the surface and I could just stay on the train. Although I suppose the whole point is like you're being sent to...
to reassignment. So there's
there's probably going to be someone on the train who's going to take you off the train. But yeah, I remember that was my thing as well. I was like, why do I have to kill myself? This is a bit unfair. Why can't I see the robot revolution? If I'm smart enough to decide if it happens, I'm smart enough to govern.
And an idea to take away, I think this game proposes the idea of the novelty of like common labor, and whether or not it is a novelty that people want, because that, like I said before, that's an issue that's come up in recent politics. And like, if we really, what do we want? Do we want like a load of robots to do all the manual labor, or do we want, or we want it because we don't want anyone else to have? Is it a desirable thing, or should it be a desirable thing? I graphed, therefore I am.
The novelty of common labor. Do you really want those service industry jobs people from outside your community are taking, or are you just proud? Which, yeah. Definitely. Okay, so to wrap things up, Paolo, What do you think Cyberpunk is to this game?
A robot shooting himself in the head with a revolver.
Mm-hmm. That is pretty fucking Cyberpunk, yeah.
Yeah. Couldn't have been like a microwave gun or something. Straight up. Colt, Smith and Wesson, whatever.
It was a revolver. It had like the barrel and everything. It was so... Yeah, that was pretty punk as fuck, to be honest. I agree. Ray, what is Cyberpunk to this game?
Honestly, I kind of find it hard to pitch this game as Cyberpunk.
Oh yeah.
I feel like...
I think it fits that definition of high-tech, low-life that a decent amount of Cyberpunk is grounded in.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the biggest aspects of it are probably Cyberpunk is like the assessment of the value of life, and I think that's probably its biggest take. Is it's both in terms of both human and robot, in terms of classism and stuff as well. I'm not sure of the best way to phrase the combination of that thought. But yeah, probably the first sentence I said.
Yeah, in a large amount of Cyberpunk that has like service AI and service robotics, the concept of making a working class, I'm currently in a Sprawl campaign played on the Shadowcasters network, twitch.tv/Shadowcasters network every other Saturday. My character in that is somebody who believes that the robots in that setting have sapience and therefore should be treated as people, and is kind of horrified by the idea that people are mass producing living beings and not really considering where they could live. Or how they should be paid or maintenance. We can make them, so we're just going to keep doing that and not really think about the consequences, which is basically like human population issues like stacked upon themselves several times. And I find that kind of angle quite interesting and not often talked about. Just the idea of like consumerist culture being pushed in a thing of like, you know what will actually destroy the world? Overpopulation, but not all of that overpopulation is meat. Just when you don't have the physical space to store your labor robots, what do? Blade Runner says put them on the moon, but there's all sorts of interesting issues that can arise from that particular like idea thread. What is Cyberpunk to this game? Can I even answer the question that I posed myself on my own show?
I got one.
Yeah.
People who are seemingly listening to music being spies and subverting.
Yeah, I think that is actually the idea of data access and vulnerability is a thing, because I suppose you could play through that game using that access code on basically every person you talk to, and I have a feeling the game probably ends a very interesting way if you do that, because even though you have a rank higher than you because they know your activation code, even though you kind of slum it on this train, you are technically a more powerful person than everybody else who gets on or off it, considering you can't leave or get up from your seat.
And you had the option from the very beginning to choose to break protocol.
So are you a robot?
How to put it? Able to access the privacy of other people as your job, quote unquote. Because you could have just, and in fact you kind of do across it go, I'm just following orders, when you kind of like break into people's protocols. You don't get really much stick for that. Like somebody notices and like shames you for it, but nothing really happens because I guess they're aware that you're a detective and can't complain. But yeah, that was Subsurface Circular and a discussion about self-same. That was really interesting. I'm so glad that I spent the time to go and play that. I'm really glad that Mike Bithell made that, although I hope that the sequel doesn't have a game that I have to think about 4 robots with different heights and colors, because that kind of puzzle is always bad and no one likes doing them.
Jesus. No, not for me.
Not at that stage of the game either, when I'm kind of like, my headspace is very focused on finishing the narrative, and it's like, hey, well, hold on a bit. You were getting too invested in the drama, while I have 12 matchsticks.
That was literally my only problem. It literally stopped track for like 10 minutes, and it was only problem. It was my only problem with the whole thing, which is saying something good about it, really.
Yeah, no, that was a cool short game. I love cool short games that are beatable in one sitting.
At some point, I'm going to work out how to get to the other paths that do exist, but I'm pretty sure you followed the exact same path I did.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm sure that
it's the talk to everyone and do all the things path.
Yeah, I'm sure there's if you are actively an asshole to people, because the game starts with you being quite flippant to who turns out to be Red, and you could probably just be like, I have no interest in speaking to you. And that's probably an ending, probably a very swift one too. Likewise, hacking into everybody and using the access code, that's probably an ending. A thing for me to look up later. I'm not the guy, now that I've beaten the game once and know what the game's, like, I guess, twist is, I am not so invested about finding all the other paths myself, because it doesn't feel like it's the kind of game that needs me to do that. So yeah, I'm gonna have some fun looking into seeing what else this game does. Maybe play through on fast text speed another time.
Oh, and apologies to the audience
For
terrible voice acting.
Oh no, that's like the charm of the show. That's the point of the show.
It was all good. It was all good.
Due diligence and just saying sorry though.
I'm not quite sure what game we'll play next time. There's some options.
There's I think Heaven Will Be Mine, I told you about.
Yep.
Is the one about being super gay mech pilots.
Oh, Astral Chain comes out on the 30th. The new Platinum games, where it's like a cyberpunk thriller where you're a cop that teams up with an alien that gets sick robot armor and you fight things.
Is that the one on Switch?
Yes. I am getting that launch day because
never heard of it.
I love me. Bayonetta is like one of my favorite games.
I completely forgot about it.
Nier Automata is one of my favorite games. So
Platinum in general, and specifically Kamiya makes some of the best action shit ever released by anyone.
Yeah.
And it blows my mind that he wasn't actually involved in Automata. It's just his studio, which is fantastic because it means that they've all kind of inherited he's trained them to produce action the way he does, and that's brilliant.
And then they can have people that aren't him tell better stories. No shit.
Yes. Well, no, not at all. When they first announced that Platinum and what's the name were teaming up, I was like, oh my god, this is going to be so good.
I don't know who the writer is for Astral Chain, but
we'll see.
I'm looking forward to it. That is exactly what we're going to be playing in 2 weeks on this channel. If you're watching or listening to this on a later date, then be sure to tune in and watch me be bad at video games.
Watch the video on demand.
Yeah.
That one, because it'll be around and stuff, probably.
Oh my god. Okay, wrapping up, because everybody's tired. Paolo, where you at? What you doing? Where can they find the stuff?
In bed, in a coma. Unresponsive.
Ray, where can we find you and your shit?
Right now, the best thing to do is just check out Voices on Twitter, which is the Twitter account for the non-profit project that I started, which is
going pretty
about. raising up and promoting and elevating marginalized tabletop RPG creators. It's really, really good. We have a podcast. You should go send us some money so that we can keep helping people get better awareness of their products and make more RPGs and stuff.
And I am your androgynous android game show host from the future, Nathan Blades. You can find me clearly here on some kind of regular basis. It's not like I care about having schedules or whatever, but probably here in a fortnight, 2 weeks for Americans. You can also find me on Twitter at PhantomArtsEnt, PhantomArtsEnt. And we'll see you all next time. Goodbye.